All right, welcome back to the party. I need you guys to carry the party today because I'm in a bad mood. How long ago did I get that car? Like 1 month? 1 month ago? I'm driving home and it was like, it's just my luck. Now, of course, minor fender bender, everybody's okay. Obviously, things could be worse. Obviously. But let me just fucking back. Shout out to King Nirvana. Welcome. Yes, I am good. Thank you very much. Again, it was just a little bit of a fender bender, but I just gotta bitch about it. I just gotta bitch about it because it's just my luck. So I work Saturdays. So I'm out and I go, I'm a dog trainer for those of you who don't know. I go to one client and get back in the car and, oh, look, a text message from my next client that's 45 minutes away. Oh, we're having, somebody's sick, whatever. Can we reschedule? Hell yeah. I'm going home. I'm chilling out. I got the rest of the day and then it's my weekend. So I got Sunday and Monday before the Monday night show every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Catch me live down in the studio. But I have no responsibilities until then. Let me just head on home. And then my car looks like this now. Welcome to Views and Likes. I like both of those things, and you should definitely view and like all my videos. Welcome to the party. So I'm driving home, where I otherwise would not have been driving because I would have gone to this other client. But I'm driving home, and it's 2 lanes, and someone is making a left turn into the street that I am. Those 2 lanes. So I'm in the left lane, close to the center. Absolutely welcome, Jerry. Good to see you. It was not my fault. So as I was saying, I'm driving along 2 lanes, and I was in the left lane near the center. Well, I'm reversed, right? So I'll use the other way. But let's say, okay, this is and well, just reverse it in your mind because I'm gonna forget. So I'm in the left lane near the center. So this is the yellow line over here. So I'm in this lane on the center, and there's some guy on making a left turn from over here into the same lane that I'm driving. So I move over to near the curb into the right lane so that he can move into the lane closer to his side. You know, the rules of the road. And he wasn't moving before I moved. So in my head, I'm seeing a car that is waiting to come into the lane and sees that I'm there, so it doesn't go. Then, as soon as I move over into the lane, that's when the person starts going. So I'm thinking, okay, the person's going, and they're going to go into their lane, and we're going to go like we're supposed to. But he turns into my lane. I'm like, hey, yo, and I slam on the brakes, and still, like, I'm beeping, and he doesn't even make a maneuver to try to, oh no, what's happening? Just goes and just crunch. And again, the front of my car looks like that. I guess I could grab some other pictures as well, but I just needed to vent. I need to vent. Like, of course, yes, everybody's okay, everybody's good, but like, I just got that car, and it doesn't seem like it's totaled. You know, got good insurance. I'll get a rental car, and then hopefully I'll get my car back. But it's like, I just got that car, and I really, really, really like it. Because Indians are technically Asian, so I don't believe it wasn't your fault. Well, I don't know what to tell you. The other guy was, I don't know, he was some kind of brown. So he might have been Indian, which would not surprise me. Indian people are typically bad at driving, but as you guys know, I'm an American. Nah, when I was in high school, we used to fucking whip that shit in the, like we'd wait till the snow would come and we just whip that shit. I used to live right off of Route 1, and there was a stretch where there was 2 bridges. So as you drive by, and then this is the part between the bridge. And so if there was any cops, they were going to be right there. So you drive over the bridge, you come see if there's any cops sitting there, no cops, and you make the U-turn, and then that's like a 1/4 mile strip. And we used to race, and I mean, it was definitely reckless, but I could whip it. All right, I could whip it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how long I'm gonna stay up here. I wanted to vent to you guys a little bit. Let's see. Shit. I did not think about that. Oh Jesus. All right, hold on one second here. Hold on. I did not think. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Hold on. Give me a second here. I did a dumb thing. I did a dumb thing. Let me just fix it here. Give me 1 second. Oy vey, oy vey, oy vey. I made a mess up. I made a mess up. I made a mess up. And I can't tell you about it because then I'll screw myself. Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second. All right. Shout out to Gayud. Jesus is you. Indeed it is. Well, tell me. Shout out Biscuit. Welcome to the party. Good to see ya. How do I do this? No, that's not what I want to do. Edit. What in the hell is happening? Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. That's what I want to do. Okay. No. Come on. What is happening? Sorry, guys. All right. We're good. All right. Where are we at? I wouldn't call it a wreck, but yeah. So, I was driving and someone turned into my lane and I was not able to stop in time. And that is my car. It is Gonzo, Dunzo. The thing that I am doing here, right quick, is making sure. Right. Okay, we're good. I definitely did not put my license plate number in the thumbnail. It's changed now. We're good. Geez, thanks for giving me the AK-47. That wasn't me. Don't know what you're talking about. Jerry said I have 2-camera front and rear dash camera system and Bluetooth stereo, hands-free. Plugs into my 91 Buick. You need a dash cam set up like mine, under 200 with GPS. I mean, like I get the definitely a dash cam is a great idea. I don't. There's cameras everywhere, and it's just I don't know. You're right. But the best thing I loved was the Android Auto. You just plug the thing into the car, and everything pops up on the screen. It was amazing. Hey, shout out to Unwanted Foe. Thank you so much for the $5. Come here, more. Of course, every donation comes with a treat for my co-host, Morty. Thank you. I'm really hoping that it's not the end of the car. I'm really hoping that it's fixable. It does not look like from what I can see, it doesn't look like the axle was bent or anything. So hopefully they could with insurance fix it up, motherfucker. Because I want that car back. Shout out to Plotnik. Welcome. Indeed, I am Jesus. And you're a sadist, a perfect match. Welcome to the party. Shout out to PRB. Welcome. The liberals crushed and crying their eyes out. That is the only thing that is keeping me afloat today. Still being able to gloat and see the tears, the liberal tears. I love it. All right. Yeah, it's getting old, Carl. It's getting old. I get it. Ah, man. It's just like, can I just get one day where there's not some fucking bullshit, just some fucking bullshit. And in fact, I recently looked this up about blasphemy, and blasphemy is not using the Lord's name in vain, like saying, "Oh, Jesus Christ," or "Oh my God," or something like that. It's a prolonged, it's a lifelong separation, and so it's a lifelong rejection of God. So even those who want to say that by using my name as the Indian Jesus, then is blasphemy, you're wrong. Basically, I have a question. How can you put those comments on that side? What do you mean on that side? I don't know what that means. Both sides definitely suck. Welcome this guy. Trouble things always come in threes. Well, that was one. What the fuck? Yeah, just that's a great thing to say, to just feed my anxiety. Why not? Why not? Yeah, that's the one thing that won't get old. That's the one thing that won't get old. The liberal tears will never get old. Again, it's not in vain, because I'm not claiming to be the Messiah. And I don't okay, news is Morty counts as one. That definitely works. Yeah, okay. So what the fuck else is gonna happen to my fucking life? What the fuck else is gonna happen to my fucking life? We need some medicine in this Lord's veins. I mean, we talking, what kind of medicine we talking about? You know what I mean? Well, maybe not that. Maybe not that, but, you know, maybe a little something, a little softer. I got that's back in the day. I got my kratom here. That's about as hard as I go too often. I should do some shrooms. I should do some shrooms. Why not? I should do some shrooms and sit here and see, like, I don't know how that would turn out. Yep. Yeah. No, I never did heroin, never did crack. But I was a pillhead. That was good times. Very, very good times. It was hey, there you go. Shout out to Jace. Shrooms, acid, and salvia all in line. There you go. I only got to do salvia twice, and like, you just cannot find it anywhere. I would love to do some salvia. You just can't find it. Yeah, agreed. I do not recommend heroin or crack. I don't recommend the pills either, but I mean, much better than the alternative. What the hell is that? Just don't ask what else can happen. That's called burrowing trouble and will happen. Well, blame unwanted foe. He's like, well, it's gonna happen again. I was happy to just be like, you know what? I'm home, and you know, I'm okay. When I got home, I walked in the door, and you know, the cop was like, it was nice enough. It was, of course, it was like 10 minutes from the house, and the cop was nice enough to drive me home. And you know, I get to the door, and I get inside, and like, it's just like, you close the door. Morty's here, and he has no idea what's happening. He's happy to see me. I'm just like, word up. I'm like, can you imagine after all of this, if I died before you? That would be wild. That would be wild. There you go. There you go. Yeah, if I would do it all the time now if I could find it. Like, it's just perfect, because it's like a, you know, I mean, I would, if I could find DMT, I might be doing that all the time because of the time commitment. But like, I much prefer acid to shrooms. How the fuck did we get here? I much prefer acid to shrooms. Yet, like, it's so much more of a bigger commitment to do acid, that, like, you know, yeah, right. Crack is just better cocaine. Well, here's the thing about cocaine, is that I like doing drugs, but I don't like uppers. I like my downers. So I'll go all night blowing lines, but I won't like any of the feeling except from the moment that I go to here until here. That part's fun. And then the rest of it, I'm like, God, why am I here? Why am I doing this? Constant salvia makes you feel like everything is crooked. Yep, like you're always in an oblong room. John said it's not fun. It's not necessarily a pleasant experience, but it is definitely a fun thing to have experienced. So it's not fun while it's happening, but once it's done, you're like, I am so glad I did that. I remember the first time I did college. So okay, as I get into a story, I'm still getting used to these a lot of shout out to ketamine. Ketamine's next, so I'll do that. Okay, ketamine's next. I'm not used to the chat phone as much, but so the first time I did salvia, I was in college, right? And you do the 3 pulls, you wait on your no, that's DMT. So you do the pull and you hold it and you wait until your eyes start doing that fluttering thing, right? So I held it and they're like, just wait one more second, and then blow it out, right? Perfect. And then I remember sitting down on the bed. And so if you could think of a dorm room, they have, you walk in and there's a bed on either side, and then there's the windows, and then there's the door. So I'm sitting on the bed. So let's move things now. Now you're facing me. You're sitting on the other bed. I'm sitting on this bed. So I just start to sit. And then I guess I looked over at the wall, and there was a Rolling Stone poster. I think it was Christina Aguilera. I forget who, but it was one of those pop stars, and she was naked, but like wrapped around a guitar. It was a Rolling Stone cover, and then like that was on the door. Then on the wall there was a calendar with another girl, and so in the time that I turned my head and recognized the girl wrapped around the guitar, I guess I had continued doing that, and it had morphed into the calendar, and then the calendar was floating away. The calendar was, like it was up here, and then it was just like floating away. And I somehow was floating down like from the heavens through the sky. And then there was no ground. I just went straight from the sky, and then I was underwater, and I just kept falling. And I saw this treasure chest. And I was focused on the treasure chest, but then I realized like I can't breathe. I'm underwater. And for some reason, obviously I could breathe. I wasn't underwater. So I was trying to tell people, because there was like 3 of us tripping at a time, and then there was like 5 of us in the room, so that everybody's keeping things good. And so then I start screaming, I can only speak when I talk, or I can only breathe when I talk, I can only breathe when I talk, because I felt like I had to say something, but I couldn't think of anything to say. So I just kept saying, I can only breathe when I talk, I can only breathe when I talk, I can only breathe when I talk. Then when I came to, I'm laying down on the ground, looking at the bed underneath the bed that I was sitting on. And there was there was a chest there. And so apparently I just did this and just slowly laid onto the ground that way. And everything that I saw was just morphed into itself. And it was pretty fucking cool. It was pretty fucking cool. Again, not a very enjoyable experience to have, but it's very much enjoyable to be able to tell you now. Moving on to ketamine, I did ketamine 1 time, and it was by accident. So and John's like, yep, that sounds like salvia. And so Carl said the proper way to do salvia is supposedly soaking the leaves in water and consuming the leaves or the water, not smoking it. Yeah. But I mean, if you've never done salvia, like I don't think you need the top tier salvia in order to figure it out. As we're figuring it out. Pretty much, yeah. I was the Jesus fish. He tried, but he failed. Yeah, fuck out. No, but it was quite an experience. And then when it came the time I did ketamine, like I said, it was an accident. I was living. This was 3 years later. No, like 2.5, 3 years later. And I had moved off campus, and now I'm living in a house with a bunch of people. And so I went to Rider University. So right before I went, Rider was like a huge party school, small private school, but it was very big in partying. But there was a kid that died in the from hazing, and so they like the year before. I started in 2000. I started school in 2008. So in 2007, all that happened. They locked down and like almost not quite, but almost a dry campus. And the frat dorm rooms were just dorm rooms for the frats. They weren't like frat houses. And so then what the frats would do would buy or rent off campus housing and just deem that their house. And so it wasn't officially the frat house. So when I was looking to move off campus, it was me and two of my friends looking to move off campus. And they just so happened to be in the frat. I was not in the frat. But they were like, hey, the frat that we're in, the house that they have, there's 3 rooms that are about to be open. So I'm a baller, I'm a badass, I'm awesome, I'm me. So long story short, I end up getting the master bedroom of the frat that I'm not in. Anyway, so back to the ketamine. One day, yep, shout out to Jersey NJ all day. One day I wake up and, you know, taking Morty out for a walk, and I go down the hallway, and then my roommate's room is right there. I walk by, I look in, and he's not there, but 2 of his friends are at his glass desk chopping up powder. And they're like, yo, you want a line? I'm like, yeah, well, it's a Saturday morning. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and do it all day, but I'll do a line. Why not? They're offering it. They're not asking me to pay for it. It's right there. Why not? So I go. That wasn't Coke, was it? And they were like, no, why? What? No, that was ketamine. I was like, I've never done ketamine. They were like, oh, dude, that was a lot. That was a lot. And I basically laid on the couch, and then I remember having to throw up. And then the couch was on this side of the room, and the garbage can was on that side of the room. I remember feeling like I had to spider. My legs weren't working. So, yep, I was stuck. I was stuck on the couch, and I had to get over to the garbage can, because anytime I do any kind of drug, I'm going to throw up. It just happens. And so I'm literally, I'm literally like Spider-Manning. I'm grabbing the chair and bringing it over here, and there's the back of the couch, and then I get to the garbage can, and then it falls over, and I'm like, oh no, please, oh God, oh. And yeah, it was wild. Shout out to John. Welcome to the party. So did you see David Pakman's recent meltdown? Indeed, we did. We covered that yesterday on a stream, and it was brilliant. It was brilliant on 2 different fronts. It was brilliant for us to watch, but it was also brilliant on him, because he has 2.65 million subscribers at the time of us watching that video, which was yesterday. He's not mad. He's not upset. He's not terrified of losing 5,000 subscribers. He's like, oh, this is an opportunity to fearmonger and get people to pay me more money. So yes, it was. Hey, we never off topic here, brother. We never off topic. Welcome. I did not crash my vehicle. Somebody crashed into me. But yes, I was coming down. Someone's making a left turn into my lane, and did not give me a chance to slow down and crunch. Yep. Where are we at here? Welcome to the party. Mr. Blake said, don't do cocaine. Yeah. I mean, probably good advice. You know, live your life though, right? Live your life. Welcome to Krishna. Said, you can you please fart for me? I farted like 10 minutes ago. Does that count? I have not tried MXE. No, I have not. Shout out to Patrick C. Welcome to the party. We got Trey in the building. Welcome. Joe Mama in the building. Yeah, you just missed my ketamine story where I was K-holed like a motherfucker. I was Spider-Man across the living room to find the garbage can. And it was wild. Oh my God. I don't know how I did not think that the Asian and Indian jokes. Welcome. Shout out to Carl. Good to see you. I am okay. Everybody is okay. But I'm still pissed off. I think if things were a little bit worse, I'd be a little bit more grateful that I wasn't hurt, but it was just a fender bender. So I'm allowed to be like, motherfucker, don't drive into my car, my brand new car, please. It's not brand new, but it's new to me. Shout out to Legend. Welcome to the party. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. I kind of want to get fucked up, but I kind of don't want to like just drink and be, shitty tomorrow. and like I didn't eat much today. I don't feel like getting hungover. Maybe we could do a movie night. We didn't finish Inglourious Bastards. If you guys are down to watch that. Huh? That's it. It really. I can't tell. I'm not holding my breath. I'm not holding my breath. But it does seem like it doesn't seem like it's totaled. It doesn't look like it from. Let's do this. Let's take a look at the Visio. The Visio. I always get like super whenever I'm on stream. I feel like things have to be like bah 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 bah. But I see other people kind of just like do stuff and like take a minute and not like say anything, and y'all just sit there and wait. All right, now we're gonna do that. Full screen. No, okay. So we want to share my own. Can I share my own screen and still have it? Let's see. Let's see. Okay. So let's stay here for now. Okay, let's see what else we got in that chat. Shout out to Lee Darcy. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the party. What kind of porn are you watching? Hey, no judgment. Do you? Shout out to Moutix. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As in, how many hours is enough for sleep? For me, I need at least 10. I need at least 10. I'm a sleep fiend. Shout out to Water Ice. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the party. Sounded like a liberal. Is that a Miss Swan joke reference? That's a good one. Cortexy said, hello, Jesus, come, your mother is with me. Well, if she is there, I don't want to be there. You take her. So he said, you know how insurance companies and repair shops are, it's cheaper to just total it. Yeah, I'm hoping, our insurance, our insurance has been really good. So I'm really, because like, that 21 Sentra, it's so perfect for what I wanted. Like it's a small car. It was a little peppy, but it wasn't like overt. It was low key. I don't want something flashy, but nice. It had the Android Auto. That's kind of the biggest thing. Like as long as I can get another car with Android Auto, I'm good. But the ease of just plugging it in and then everything's right there on the screen. It was just so perfect. But you're right. But I think they'll have to. It's just the fender. It's just the fender. So I'm gonna pull the video up. We'll watch the video where I go around the whole thing, and we'll get your guys' point of view. Shout out to Indie Bam. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the party. Said maybe the wreck bad, maybe it was a good parable of a Chinese farmer. Maybe. Yep. But that's what I'm saying. I think I do. I'm based on this. I do think it could be cheaper to repair it. It could be. It depends on because it looks like just like, again, we'll look at it in a second, but it looks like just like the glass and stuff and the headlamps from the front. It looks all like cosmetic stuff. It didn't seem drivable as it is, but that's because the whole front of the car was hanging off of it. All right, let's take a look here. I'll go to this. So this was the whole thing. Oh, I didn't realize you guys were seeing it like that. Okay, hold on. I'll plug my thing in. Hold on. Give me a second here. Give me a second in. Oh, God damn it. Hold on. We're going to do it. Yeah, Zippy, just add to the frustration, please. Don't give me any hope. Just make things work, please. Make me think that they're gonna hold me liable now. What? Just add on. Here I am thinking, You guys can be like, well, at least nobody is hurt. You shouldn't be complaining. But no, you're like, yeah, I know. Oh, this is really gonna suck. That's not helpful. Okay. That should be there. Good. We have this here. Let's switch. Okay. Um, stop screen, share screen. Patrick said if there's no frame or engine damage, they will most likely repair. Exactly. That's what we are hoping for. Is this it? Where's the fucking video? It's here somewhere, I swear. Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. Hold on. It's not. All right, just download the video. We'll just download it and open it. Sorry. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. We'll get rid of that. Let's see. We always talk about drugs, baby. We always talk about drugs. Shout out to Godfrey. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And shout out to Dr. Evil Genius. You with him? What is good? What is good? He's still still over there? No way. But yeah, this just happened. It seems sped up. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Why are we sped up? Playback. Norm. Oh, for fuck's sake. Playback. Normal speed. So that look. So this part is where the wheel hit the what you call it, the curb. So that is the thing is damaged, but it's not bent like this. These are all good. Then we get to the front. So yeah, I was coming down from over here where this cop is. That's where that guy was coming in, and so I'm coming down the road, and I'm in the lane over here. So then I move over into this lane, and that's when the guy starts to move. So if I thought that he just didn't see me, I would have slowed down. But because he waited until I moved to start moving, it's a natural thing to think, oh, well, you moved, so now I can go. I don't have to wait anymore. I thought he was, waiting for me, but he just didn't see me at all. That's what I'm saying. There's no frame damage there. Like where's my mouse? This is what I would be concerned about. Whether this axle is bent. This is all just plastic, and this is the top of the thing. This is all plastic. This is all plastic. It doesn't look like there's anything even from behind the bumper itself, the radiator. It doesn't seem like anything in the radiator, even behind the radiator, even was damaged at all. Oh, guys think? What do you guys think? Shout out to Mike Hawk. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I had a dream last night that I was hitchhiking in Germany and two Swedish guys took advantage of me in a drainage ditch near a fishing town. And you're still having a better day than me. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Patterson, I think they will fix that. It doesn't look too bad. I am really hoping, guys. I really, really, really love this car. Before 2 months ago, I was driving a 2015 Chrysler 200. And again, not a bad car. Not a bad car at all. But it's just such a plain, boring mom car. But again, like, I'm not a car guy. It got me, it was a safe thing, got me A to B. You know, I kind of banged it around a little bit, and it always did the thing. And you know, whatever. But then I got this car. You know, it's a nice sporty little car, and you know, has the finally goes back to having a whatchamacallit, a shifter instead of just you know, having the dial. That thing was annoying. Then again, the Android Auto, where the screen was perfect. It was perfect. I was looking at the screen in a BMW, and I realized that the screen in the BMW was even smaller than the screen in my Sentra. I'm like, yo, let me get that. And I got that. Robert says, similar shit happened to me, just from the opposite side. Well, yeah. And like, yeah, people just being reckless. And again, where that cop came from, if you're just joining us, you can see on this road, and you can see the cop in the background. Where the cop turns, that's where the guy was turning from. So I was in the outside lane over here, where that white car just passed, and this guy turned. But again, when I'm coming down the road, he's sitting there, not moving, and I'm in the outside lane. And so either way, he wasn't going to be able to get in front of me and go. So it was reasonable that, okay, good, you're waiting until I pass, and then you go. But then I'm thinking, it's almost as if if I didn't be nice and move over to let him in, he probably would have seen me. Don't be nice on the road, guys. But yeah, then he turns. And of course, when you turn from here, when you turn across traffic, you're supposed to turn into this lane. But he didn't do that. And he turned all the way over into my lane. And I just did not have time to do anything. Shout out to M169. Welcome to the party. I am okay. I didn't get checked out. It was again a small fender bender. We were both okay. There was I mean, shout out to Nissan. I didn't even really feel like anything happened in terms of, like, I didn't expect it to be that bad. Like, the only reason I knew it was that bad was because I saw the front of the car come off the car. All right, my extra screen, my extra monitor. Yes, thank you for asking. I am okay. I'm okay. I'm just a little salty, a little pissed, because again, the other thing is that I wouldn't have been there. I wasn't supposed to be there. I was supposed to be on my way to another client, but they canceled. So I'm like, all right, it's the weekend. I get to go home. I get to go relax. No habla. I only know the words I already said. I don't understand this. I only know the words that they already told me to say. Welcome to the party. Next car you need is a monster truck or the Marauder? No, hell no. I like the small cars. I like having, you know, a compact. I don't want to have this big thing. I don't like that. I don't want that. I want that fucking Sentra. The Sentra is perfect. I mean, obviously we're talking like dream cars. I'm not Right, guys, couldn't hear me. If we're talking about dream cars, I'm not getting a fucking Nissan Sentra. But I mean, in the real, talking about, the real world. Like, I can't afford, like I mean, I get that, but I don't want that. I don't want that. I'm like, if and the thing is that you're not gonna the type of situations, how to say this, the range of severity, and maybe I'm underestimating this, maybe I am, but the range of severity of an accident where the bigger car is going to help you isn't that big. So, like, regardless of the size of the car, the Sentra's pretty small, not as small as my Dodge Dart. That shit fucking crumpled. But the whatchamacallit, the range. So if you get into like a little fender bender like that, and you're just, it was, maybe by the time I had braked and whatever, he hadn't yet sped up. So it was a very low speed collision because I have good reaction time. And so even though I was already moving at maybe 40-ish, 42, 43 miles an hour, by the time I saw him go, I kind of had an inkling that the angle wasn't right. So I was waiting to see, like, it's hard to explain, but like, you can kind of tell that, like, the angle that you're turning, like, that looks like you're coming into my lane. But you trust that people, like, are not going to just drive into your lane. And so I was aware of it. I was subconsciously aware. And when you're driving, you're constantly aware of different things. So in the back of my mind, I'm already like, okay, that's a thing. And then he does go to, again, even if he was to go a little too far, you expect him to course correct and go back into his lane. So I thought maybe I'd have to slow down a little and then let him get back into his lane. So by the time I actually got up there and realized, I was going very slow. It's just the direction, because he was coming like that and I was coming straight at him. He just, because he hit the front, he hit at the front wheel, and so it peeled off some of the front, but it just didn't, it wasn't that high speed. I mean, I could not have been going more than 15 miles an hour by the time I hit him. So yeah, I mean, it's funny because you guys know how easily I get, yeah, there you go, got free ticket, a smart car, perfect mileage, it'd be funny to drift. Oh, tune it up and I don't know. I don't think can you drift a smart car? That shit is a fucking skyscraper shape. But yeah, I mean, you guys know me as like a hothead and get triggered very easily. But it was funny because, obviously in these situations, first thing I do is call Papa Lutch. And usually it's something minor, like, oh, I got a flat tire and now I have to get an Uber home or something like that. That in a situation like that, I'm getting pissed off. Like, oh my God, why did it have to be tonight? But like, when something big happens, I'm very aware that, like, oh, this, like, car accident, they could be bad. Like, this could have been very, very bad, and it wasn't. That being acknowledged, now that I'm not, not running on adrenaline, whatever. By the time, like, I was fucking pissed because of my car and whatever. By the time I saw the guy walk from his car to my car, I got out of the car. I'm like, come on, man, you got to turn into your own lane. He was like, yeah, I know, the sun was in my eyes. And by then I'm just like, yeah, all right. I mean, it is what it is. Yelling, being mad, that's not going to change shit at this point. So I absolutely want to see that. I absolutely want to see that. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Let's see. Let's see what Unwanted Foe has for us here. Let's see. What do you got for us, buddy? That's not what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Hey, shout out to K-Roach. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The co-host is right over here. You can feed him if you like. And yes, shout out to all of you guys for liking the video. Very, very, very much appreciated. And Yeah, he has insurance. That's all going to be covered. And then I have insurance, so he didn't have insurance. That was a wild fucking thing. Maybe not quite 10 years ago. I was driving a Dodge Dart, and I was on the way home from. I was in my hometown, and I was on my way home from the pub. I wasn't really drinking, but I did have a couple of drinks, and it was raining. Is that the same one you put in? Discord? I pulled that one up. We got it in a second. Or if that's a different one, we could watch that as well. Oh, gotcha. So I'm driving home. It's a rainy night. Not like crazy rain, but the roads are wet. And so I'm in the left lane in my little Dodge, my little Dodge Dart, and there's an 18-wheeler in the middle lane. So driving along. What reference is that? I'm driving along, and I see I'm like near the front of my car is near the back of the 18-wheeler. And so I guess I'm in the 18-wheeler's blind spot. So I see the 18-wheeler put their blinker on to come into the left lane. Same kind of shit. Like, yo, I'm here, motherfucker. You know what? Maybe you guys are talking about a big car. Maybe you're right. And so I try to slam on my brakes and get behind him and then get into the middle lane. And so that we just switch places. And again, almost the exact same thing happened. And it just peeled off the front of my car, but it crunched it. But because I had alcohol in my system, it was just pure luck that my friends were, we all, leave relatively at the same time. They stay around bullshit, and they were driving, and they saw me, and they stopped, and they're like, "Oh shit, is this whatever?" And they were like, "Yo, somebody go get an airplane shooter now." And they, of course, degenerate. Someone's like, "Oh, I got one right here." They're like, "All right, keep it and wait until the cops show up. And then when the cops show up, you open that in front of them and you drink it." I was like, smart. So I did that, and I was like, "Yeah, I did. I just wanted to make sure, in case of anything, that I just needed a drink, but I didn't want to do anything until you got here. I'm just showing you this is afterwards. So now any alcohol in my system can reasonably be put towards that." But anyway, clearly it's the other guy's fault, even though technically if you rear end somebody, it's supposed to be your fault. The reality of the situation is that I didn't rear end him. He backed in, he slid into me, and the only reason the front of my car hit the back of his car is because I made a defensive maneuver. And again, this is a Dodge Dart. This is a Dodge Dart and an 18-wheeler. Dude was trying to say that he had back and neck pain. He tried to sue us. But shout out to Allstate. They were like, "Nope, not happening. Did not happen. Won't happen." Shout out to Sarah Marie. Welcome to the party. I voted before knowing the story. Still don't really get the last recap of it, but never mind. The accident. Yeah. So, long story short, I was just driving along, and somebody drove in. Somebody took a left turn and drove into me. But thank you. Welcome. Kind of said God was definitely with you in that moment in your situation. Well, if he was, I would have really appreciated just not letting the car hit me. That would have been preferable, God. Thank you. It's so easy. A caveman can do it. Exactly. Well, it's not Geico. Nah, Geico's that basic shit. I got Allstate. I'm in good hands. Oh shit, I'm dead. All right, let's see what Unwanted Foe has got for us. It's saying this should be my next car, the Marauder. Oh yeah. Look at all of this. What is all of this? I'm supposed to know what to do with all of this? Don't. No. To there's so many one-lane roads by my house, and so the ability to slink by, go at a red light to go right, is amazing. I love that. I do not want a big yep, there you go. Now you're thinking rationally. Welcome. You look like habilis? What the fuck does that mean? Yeah, dang, what is that thing for? Apparently, that's my next car. That's what Unwanted Foe is saying. You can adjust what all the buttons do later. All right, okay.
It's big.
But yeah, I don't want to be able to bump into. I want to be able to slip in places. Like again, a perfect example. There was an accident I saw yesterday, and everybody was just stopped because the cops hadn't got there yet. So there was an accident on the other side of the double yellow line, and everybody just stopped in both lanes. I think it was the same road, to be honest with you. And I'm like, guys, just go. You don't have to stop just because there's an accident. That's how you get another accident. And so I ended up having to fucking like weave around these people. And I was able to do it because my car fit. Otherwise, I would have just been fucking sitting there. All right, let's see what's good with this car. I mean, nah, I can pass a background check.
A volcano. And come up with a check for £300,000.
300, bro? What? What do you think I am? Okay, if we guys, if we raise $300,000, not only will Morty get a treat, but I will get a safe car. There we go. That's the super chat goal for the night. Something said, I'm going to program my horn to the windshield wipers. I wouldn't suggest that, but hey, do you? Morty is so very, 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 very rarely in the car with me, specifically because I don't want him. I don't have a good way to keep him safe. So, yeah, that's not a huge concern. And he's going to die in the next year or so. So the car is going to last a lot longer than he is. And 169 said, I hate rubberneckers. Just go about your business. If you aren't going to stop. Yeah, if you aren't going to stop and help. Yeah, exactly. Today, two guys did stop. But they came and like, hey, are you guys okay? I'm like, yes, thank you. But they went to help. If I got $300K to spend on a car, you better damn well believe I'm getting a Rolls. Shout out again. So I forgot to update that banner there. But of course, the highest donation makes you the sponsor of the stream. Shout out to Unwanted. Oh, thank you. Stop Num Num said, I agree, but rubbernecking is understandable. You just have to be aware of it and try and avoid doing it. Yeah, I definitely get why people want to see what's going on. But I like Stop Num Num saying, be aware that like, okay, things are slowing down. I'm going to try to move things along faster. Be aware. Now that things have slowed down, you have the time while other people are rubbernecking to figure out what's going on. Take a look as you're fucking driving and move the fuck on. Kenneth said, just get a good Tesla truck. It's probably just as strong. Might be just as strong, but I would prefer a car that doesn't fall apart or rust. You know, I live in Jersey. There's rain and snow here. Oh man, have you guys seen some of the videos on the Cybertruck? It's so bad. It's so bad. Whenever I saw one today, and it's just it makes me crack up. Situation couldn't you buy cylinder. Yeah. Yep. YKT Dill 247 said, "Be careful what you say." Or what? What you gonna do about it? Sometimes that really have this big flashbang button next to the smoke grenades. It looks like it for sure. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you what part of Jersey after you just fucking threaten me. I'm in the part that's not near you. Fucking psycho. They call GPS. I need GPS. Jesus. Shout out to Brandon Murphy. Welcome to the party. Good to see you. Glad you're still doing your thing. Don't stop on what you do and what you believe in. Never will. Thank you. Tell me you've never been anywhere but Elizabeth, Trenton, or Newark without telling me you haven't been anywhere but Newark, Trenton, or Elizabeth. They don't call us the Jersey State, the Garden State for nothing. Have you tried our blueberries? Have you tried our bagels? Have you tried our pizza? Have you tried our sweet corn? You guys need to be, more educated about your own, all right. I mean, I definitely, yeah, right? There's no problems with traffic ever again. As much as I hate traffic, I'll think about it. Let's, how about that? I'll think about it.
Before Elon Musk was busy spreading Nazi conspiracy theories.
Wait. Okay. And before we go, let's have a little bit of fun. and check out the worst of the Cybertruck.
Reads on Twitter, he was hard at work designing the vehicle of the future, the Tesla Cybertruck, a cyberpunk-themed rolling stock laughing out of the Tesla factory. No, wait, the other way around. Haters might say things like, it looks like a stupid boomer's idea of the future, or this is a horribly unsafe vehicle with sharp edges that isn't even good at being a pickup truck, but my god, is it a marvel of engineering. The Cybertruck is chock full of never-before-seen innovations coming from Musk himself, who promised to put a man on Mars by 2021. The windshield wiper. Tesla patented 2 revolutionary innovations for this. A horizontal-only electromagnetic wiper and one based on laser technology. Fast forward to release day, and it's a regular wiper, but bigger. Elon Musk does it again. The exoskeleton body. It basically means the truck is cast as one big, single piece, and the side panels and the like are part of the car's actual load-bearing structure, as opposed to just hanging the panels on a unibody frame. This leads to a more durable structure.
And I'm a fan of Elon. I really, really like Elon. But, like, why? Why is this so badly designed? Why is it so badly designed? I don't get that. Oh, we got a drifting clip. Bet. Where is that? Oh my god. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Hold on. We'll do that, and then that, and that. All right. Put a one in the chat if you want to see a. I can't. Okay. Well, we're not gonna be able. Oh, it's a Discord, right? Okay. I don't know. The sound's not gonna come through. But oh wait, no, I did do that. Why did I do that? Just kidding. Do we have a mod here? Can we time out Josh, please? I put it on that, so we want to do that and that and entire screen. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Oh yeah, I forgot that it's gonna be this way. All right, that's fine though. Whatevs. All right, so this is Godfrey drifting in a smart car. Do we believe that it's actually a smart car? Let's see. Any defining features? 3 miles an hour over here, fucking whipping it. All right, not bad. If you've never done this in the snow, you are, I mean, and honestly, it helped me, yeah, I'm wonderful. Can you time about please? Thank you. Doing stuff like this absolutely helps you learn your car and like what it takes and all that stuff. Like hell yeah. Where we got here? We got Namor Roman asks, which would I rather watch grow, a tree or a knee? I don't know, but a good question. Nice try. Caster Boy, what the fuck is Caster Boy? Caster Boy Experience. Have you ever had blue cheese? Of course. Brett Freeman said, Femboy, are you trying to fuck me, you gay ass motherfucker? No, thank you. Where we at? Yeah, right. You can drift anything that weighs 2,000 pounds. It's with 60 horsepower. That's all you get. Hey, I'm with it. I'm not mad at it. I am not mad at it. I didn't believe it, and there it is. He proved it. All right, let's get back to making fun of the Cybertruck. The Cybertruck, what a stupid thing. Why, Elon, why? Why, Elon, why? Why? And actually, really quick, if you guys could do me a huge favor, this would be amazing if you could share the video. It does not matter if you think anybody's going to click on the link. Take the link and throw it on Twitter or hit the share button, do whatever. It does not matter. It does not matter if you think anybody's going to click on the link. Just telling YouTube that, hey, I want to share this is a huge metric. So it is free. It is easy. Please, really quick, just hit that share button and we are good. Thank you so very, very much.
Structure as opposed to just hanging the panels on a unibody frame. This leads to a more durable structure and, most importantly, significantly lower weight, which is a huge deal with large electric pickups. An exoskeleton instead of a conventional unibody is one of the main innovations of the Cybertruck. Well, it was until they scrapped the idea and went back to a traditional unibody instead. Throttle House, a car-themed YouTube channel for divorced men, actually got to review the Cybertruck by driving it for 500 miles. Their video is concerning, to say the least, in terms of the details we learn about the Cybertruck. The headlights are pointing upward, blinding oncoming drivers instead of shining on the road. The rear camera stops working at night. When closing the door, the entire car vibrates.
Okay.
What?
Vibrates. Yeah, everything vibrates.
It's like we developed a new
Yeah, because it's a fucking tin. It's like a tin
material.
thing.
We called it
Oh,
vibranium.
tin.
The driver's field of view is a major hazard. The interior is very cheap and creaky. The ride is also rather bumpy. There are no gauges on the dashboard or stalks on the wheel, so you...
Whoa! I did not know this is what I thought. This is not a concept picture. This is actually what it looks like. Wow! I could not. I could not.
always have to look to the right at the touchscreen for everything. And then there is my personal favorite.
What if I just do my fingers?
Oh, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you have not seen what they're about to do. If you've seen it, you will know what it is. If you don't know what that was, put a 1 in the chat. That's what okay. While you're putting a 1 in the chat for that, if you don't know what they're talking about, let's get a different tab open and we'll look at Cybertruck. What do you call that? Not the dashboard, the where all the things are. Dash display? No, not the interior, but specifically the like where in a normal car you'd see the odometer and the check engine light. Okay, I'll try that. Let's try cockpit view. No, not cockpit view. Yeah, holy moly, Jesus on Jesus Christ on a motorbike. This is what we got, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Open image in new tab, and of course they give us the tiny one. But yeah, look at this. Oh, god damn it. Hold on. I pressed the wrong one. Yeah, look at this thing. Look at this. What even is this? This is real. This is real. This is real. That's insane. Oh, so none of you know what they're about to do here. Oh man. All right, we definitely gonna go back. Console. Yeah, the front console. Maybe that's what I would call it. I don't know. There's definitely a word for that that aspect. I think console is probably the closest thing. But even the that's usually a selling point. This nice big screen. Like, I don't want a big, like, this is probably about that size. Come on. Ugh. This is probably about that size. Like, I don't want, this is a distraction. I don't want that. No way. Yeah, bland as hell. It looks like a ride at Disneyland. Oh, use salt water to set the engine on fire. Well, they definitely could. All right. The moment you've all been waiting
And then there is
for.
my personal favorite.
My personal favorite.
What if I just do my fingers?
Surely this will stop.
Crunch.
Oh.
That's the hood. Instrument cluster. I never would have gotten that. That's what I was looking for. I never would have got that. So yeah, I need some sort of instrument cluster. And now that they always have the digital readout, I'm not good at reading the actual speedometer anymore. They can't go back to not having the digital speed there. The same way, like they said, I can't go back to not having a rear view camera because like the habit of turning around. Like, I'll look to the sides, but I just don't. I get a better field of view from the camera than from turning around. So like I do it as a thing just because I never had a rear view camera before the Chrysler that I had before this car. So I still have that habit, and I do think it's good to not be super overly reliant on the technological aspects. But I mean, I can't go back. I can't rely on myself anymore. Yeah, now everything is a heads-up display. I don't like that. I don't like when it's on the screen. I do like, or when it's on the windshield. I don't like that. My mom's car had that when I was learning to drive. She was driving a Buick Rendezvous and then had the heads-up display, and I didn't like it. I mean, it was cool, but back to the Marauder. Had an instrument cluster, but you didn't like it. Yeah, because it was 7. It looked like a goddamn airplane. Shout out to Am. Welcome to the party. I am glad that I am okay. Thank you. I'm just hoping that I can get my car back. I'm just hoping I can get my car back. So if you're just joining us, a real quick recap to what happened to my car here. That yeah. I was driving down a 2-lane road, and I was in the lane closer to the center. And then there was a car that was going to make a left turn into that same lane and was not moving. So I moved over into the other lane, and then the car started moving. So, like a normal person, I thought the person was moving because of the fact that I had let them in. That person was going to go anyway. Just didn't see me and just drove right into me. And that happened. So, yeah, not super happy about that. We got Dylan Soup in the building. Welcome to the party. You never use your backup camera? That's crazy. It's got such, especially at night, like I can't see shit at night that's going to be behind me. It's fucking dark out there. But they use night vision. It's so, I mean, again, I don't know how y'all do it. I actually don't use my rear camera much. I don't know, man. Yeah, well, I mean, you can see, like, if the camera doesn't show up, then you're not going to be looking at a blank screen thinking that you're seeing what's behind the car. But like the camera that shows up, like in doing that, you can only see so much. And then in the time that you turn your head to the other way, you could miss something. And then there is, directly behind you, the blind spot. And so it doesn't come on automatically when you put your car in reverse. My car, no matter what's on the screen, my car automatically goes to the camera when it's in reverse. You should take bets on the next shape Elon is going to use. That's, I mean, again, why does it look like that? Why does it look like that? I would love a Bugatti. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I had if we're talking dream cars, then obviously I'm not thinking about a Sentra. But in terms of like real life, that was really, I love that car. And I don't. Kenneth asks, "What's my favorite camera for YouTube?" The Logitech Pro 4K is what I use in the studio downstairs, and then this is just my my Dell laptop internal thing. And so I don't necessarily have a lot of experience with different ones because I ran the entire show just on this laptop for a good while until about a year ago. Black Friday says, I was going to answer you, Aaron, and now I'm not. Black Friday, I used all the sales to get the camera, to get a Stream Deck, to get a computer, to get some lights and get the whole studio setup that I do for the Monday, Wednesday, Friday streams every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you are subscribed and ring the bell because sometimes, just like right now, I go live whenever I feel like it. Where we at? Something we used to like Vipers. Yeah, I haven't driven like a nice car in a No, it's not. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, but whatever. But all right, let's finish up what this is. So in case you missed it, yeah, the hood of this car.
At the touchscreen for everything. And then there is my personal favorite.
What if I just do my fingers?
Surely
Well,
this
no.
will stop. Oh,
Hold on, it gets better.
4 carrots in one go.
yeah.
Which is a whole hand.
Yeah. So,
Or 3.
yeah, definitely the hand of a child, but I think it would take off the fingers of a full-grown adult.
But wait, the car also has a vegetable peeler feature.
Oh my God.
Hold up, I gotta watch.
That's
I'm
just the edge
watching
of
that on the StreamYard stream. I gotta stream that. Watch that here. This is just the door open. He's just using, like, he just opened the door and then he's taking the side of the door and scraping a carrot and getting peels of carrots from the door. Imagine accidentally walking into that. Yeah, no, they said they added it, but it doesn't always work from what I've seen, because this is not a brand, this video is from when? 7 months ago. And I think they did update that part, but that's what they said. Ouch is right. And then it forces itself closed even when the carrot stopped it temporarily. Yeah. That's what I saw. Yep. Insane. And that's my big question. Why, if there is, if like, I think the Tesla, for what it is, I think the Tesla is a good car. I don't know cars that well, and I definitely don't know the difference between what makes a good electric car versus just a gas car. But it seems it doesn't seem like the Tesla is like some joke like the Cybertruck. So it's not that Elon can't do that. So what the fuck is going on? Why is this happening? And said my auntie did that to me once when I was a kid. Shut my fingers in the door. I screamed bloody murder. It was just a regular old car too. Well, and yeah, I mean that's abuse. That's child abuse. But yeah, I remember getting my finger closed in the door once. I remember that was painful. Fingers have such so many nerve endings. I remember that, bringing back fucking bad memories here. But yeah, they are literally here. I'll take because he's doing it right where the captions are.
Fingers of a full-grown adult.
Literally.
But wait, the car also has a vegetable peeler feature.
Oh my God.
That's just the edge of the door.
So I mean, okay, I was gonna say if you can't see, that's what you're getting. I mean, this is wild.
Vegetable.
It has to be sharp as fuck to get it that thin, because if it was just sharp enough, then you would get like bigger. It would cut into the carrot, and then the carrot would snap off. If you think of the consistency of a carrot, that's wild. That's wild.
Now that's what I call quality engineering. All for the low price of 40,000 Tesla dollars, also known as 61,000 US dollars, for the plain base model. Oh, but who am I to judge an unexpected 52.5% or $21,000 price increase? After all, Elon Musk knows more about manufacturing than anyone else on Earth.
At this point, I think I know
Okay.
more about manufacturing.
That sounds a little better. At least not on purpose. I forgot my Tweety bird that matched with PJs. Went back to grab him and she shut the door. Oof. Wait. She shut the door and she had to fumble around her. So the door was closed onto your finger? Like I've had it where it went like thunk and like didn't close because it couldn't latch because my finger was there. Your finger actually, the door latched with your finger in there? Jesus. Cars from the 80s, right? And 169 said I got hit in the head by the driver's door of my dad's 78 LTD Ford. Had a nice gash on my forehead. No stitches though. Oh, wow. Ay. Yeah, this had to have been a car from the 70s. Definitely had to be a car from the 70s. So I've noticed the same finger latch in an old VW Bug. Oh. I can't even think about that because I'm thinking back to when my if this is the door or if this is the where the door closes, and this is the door, it just goes thunk and doesn't lock because of the fact that my finger's there. Clearly, by the 90s, they made sure that a child's finger is large enough, or rather, the latch is small enough that a child's finger will stop it. But Jesus. All right.
Also on Earth.
At this point, I think I know more about manufacturing than anyone currently alive on Earth.
Which really showed during the 2023 third quarter investor call. The Cybertruck is also gigantic. You know those needlessly huge pickup trucks? The ones that in Europe only trashy yet affluent assholes drive? Yeah, those ones. Like the Ford F-150. This version is called Super Crew 5.5 Raptor because it's marketed towards divorced, middle-aged men who think they're a modern-day Clint Eastwood or something.
All right, European boy. All right, European boy. Just because you hate freedom doesn't mean you got to project onto Americans, all right? Don't everybody love a good truck.
Because it's marketed towards divorced, middle-aged men who think they're a modern-day Clint Eastwood or something. They aren't. Look at how unnecessarily huge the F-150 is. This will surely attract their daughter's 17-year-old best friend.
Okay, but if you use it for work, then it's not unnecessary, right? Shout out to Doja831. Welcome. Said in the 90s, my mom had an OG Dodge Caravan. Brother accidentally shut the sliding door with 4 fingers in it. And so, but that one, so that wouldn't have locked, right? Because I think mine was a sliding door as well. I think mine was a Ford Windstar. But so you had your fingers there, and it slid, and then it hit your fingers, and then it bounced off, right? It didn't continue and lock like and. Oh man, that's wild though. Soft num-nums are the best thing about freedom is you have the freedom to give up your, well, not the best, but point taken. We know what you meant. Oh, it did? Really? God damn. Maybe I was just lucky. Maybe the door that hit my finger was supposed to latch, and I just got lucky. And MS9 said, who else remembers stretching out on the rear dashboard up against the rear window? Stretching out on the rear dashboard up against the rear window. I have no idea what you're talking about. Give me a car that has a rear dashboard. Give me a car that you're talking about. I want to see it. Someone said a van door seems fucking wild. No, thank you. Yeah, and can definitely feel your pain. I cannot. Oh, and you, Jesus Christ. So obviously, then we're talking like if the door's closing this way, we're talking 4 fingers this way, not 4 fingers that way, right? Because like then, So I'm on the phone. So the Raptors are pretty damn good truck. Unfortunately, this narrators are under compelled speech as they have no freedom of speech in any other country than the USA. Hell yeah. Where we at? The Beanie Babies, old people put their. Oh, okay. I don't. Okay, I thought we were still talking like vans and trucks. That's where I was like the dashboard on a van. Okay. So what are you saying? Stretching out on the rear. Yeah, I never did that. Never. Doja said fingers were on the bottom of the door where most of the weight was. The latch was on top. Okay, that makes sense. Because yeah, I do. That makes sense. So I guess I was lucky in the sense that where my fingers were close enough to the latch that because there is some malleability to the door. Like if you've ever tried to if you ever lock your keys in and you get the hanger in there, you're like you can it's got some malleability to it. So maybe it was just enough weight, just enough speed to go around your fingers and latch. Whew. All right, let's take a look at 78 LTD. Word LTD back back window. Okay, yeah. So we're talking, let me get a good one here. We're talking about, oh, God damn it, I keep forgetting that it's not on the, okay, so I'll do that, and that. So, if you're inside the car, you're up over here, and it's looking, if you're outside the car, back up here. Yeah, so by the time I was of age, all of this space back here in sedans, like this was not there. Like this was the end of the car right here. That's how by the 90s. Shout out to Coco. Welcome. Oh, look, Zippy, another kitty. You got a kitty friend. Welcome to the party. Someone said, I'm glad you caught my comment and sparked your brain because I butchered it, and you got a lot you're answering right now. Well done. Well, thank you. What I don't yeah, I just needed the visual. I just need the visual. That's how my brain works. Big truck, America. Mini Cooper, not America. And so I grew up with a crazy hippie aunt and a redneck uncle. I got into so much shit. I'm gonna ask you guys again here while I have you. I think I know the answer, but I would just like to double check. Should I do it as a poll? Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do a poll. So actually, I'm not gonna do it as a poll. I forgot about the like thing. So this is gonna be a 1 or a 2. You're gonna put a 1 in the chat or a 2 in the chat. So I feel like a lot of other streamers will be more fluid in the sense they'll be talking and they'll pull up a comment, and then let's say let's say this. So I'll instead of being like Soft Num Num says and then read this out, then I'll just read it, and when I bring it up, then I'll be like, yeah, definitely, and then you guys read it, or you guys are in the chat. So put a 1 in the chat if you would prefer that I would do it like I normally do, where Soft Num Num says, I sense that with you, brother, man. We've been able to relate like that a few times. Same frequency. Or would it be like, yeah, buddy, you and me. Something like, like that, where you would prefer that I read it out. I know some of you already answered this, but again, I just want to do what you guys like. Hey, shout out to Dietrich. Welcome to the party. Good to see you. Likes how it normally goes. All right, bet. I mean, it actually doesn't come naturally to read it, but I started doing it because of the fact that a lot of people were saying that they listen like while they're working or something. They're not necessarily watching. So even you'll notice when something comes up on like in a video, if they flash some text across the screen, I usually read that as well. But I don't know. Some, like I said, some people aren't necessarily watching. They have it on and they're doing other stuff. And so if I'm like, yeah, oh, totally, and they're just listening, then they're not going to know what I'm talking about. But if you guys are more engaged, then I'm going to focus more on what you guys want than the people who are not as engaged. So just throwing it out there. But it seems like y'all seem to agree. Honestly, I go both ways, and maybe it's about how you see the comment at the time. Yeah, I think there's so yeah, like if so, for example, with this comment, if I were to not read it, then maybe I'd be like, okay, yeah, definitely. Oh, of course, the way I see the comment matters. Meaning I'm taking some, remember in school when they said you have to answer questions in a complete sentence, and you basically just restate the question and then answer. Some of them I don't necessarily need to read out the whole thing. Like the Beanie Baby one. When I saw the Beanie Baby one, I was just like, yeah. Okay, now I'm getting. So I think I got it. It seems like you guys trust me enough. I'll believe in myself. I gotta trust my gut. Yeah. Almost like, is it a personal comment to you, or is it more of an idea we want the group to know? No, that's a good point too. And then you guys do see that, like, and I'm going to do it here, that like if there's something that I'm not necessarily going to read out loud, but like I want to, like I'm going to show it, then I'll do that while I'm talking, and that way I can acknowledge it without having to disrupt what I'm actually saying. Dietrich said, I like when you announce people with stupid opinions because I know who to talk shit about to myself. I got you, brother man. I got you. Word up. Speaking of stupid opinions, well, actually, this isn't a stupid opinion, but speaking of things that are stupid, let's get back to this Cybertruck. But yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at the Raptor. Like, I personally wouldn't get one. But what car are they? What the fuck is an Opel Corsa? I don't even know what this car is. But yeah, I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing. But okay, Europe.
And well, the Cybertruck is even bigger, 8 centimeters wider at 2.2 meters, which is half a meter wider than a regular car.
Wait, but here, this is a dumb way to present this. This is a very dumb way to present this. The way that you should be presenting this is like, okay, the Ford Raptor is wild, but it has this, that, and I personally would never buy it, but whatever. The purpose of the video is making fun of the Cybertruck. The Cybertruck is bigger than the F-150, and the F-150 actually, the Raptor, and the Raptor actually is a good vehicle that has practical use. Why are you downing the car that you're using to down the Cybertruck? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So and imagine it turns into you only mention the names of stupid opinions. Then we know if we're here and you say our name, oh, we fucked up. No, because what would happen is that everybody would just say stupid shit in an attempt to get me to address them. That is the opposite of what you do as a streamer. Free advice, PSA. If you're gonna start a live streaming channel, do not do this. Shout out to Void is Faded. Welcome. Kamala, who's that? Kamala? Oh, isn't that lady who tried to run for president? That's what everybody's gonna say in 5 years. Ah! She lost. Who's Tim Walz?
Is wider at 2.2 meters.
I thought she was black, but I definitely was wrong about that, right? I was gonna say we should have I want to make a bet. I want to make a bet. I don't know how to do it, but there's got to be a way where we could say if in 1 year. So no, okay, on my 36, I'm gonna be 35 at the end of the month. So on my 36th birthday, if someone cannot name who Kamala ran with, meaning Tim Walz, I want to do something like that. I don't know. I'm going to think about it because that's funny because I really don't think that people are going to be able to remember the name Tim Walz in a year. Shout out to Knucklehead TV. Welcome. Said IndianJesus looks like he raids Shaolin Kung Fu dojos as a final boss. Allowed him to demonstrate his special technique, the Wu-Tang Fist. You got it. Welcome to the party. Well, she did vote for Biden. You ain't black. If you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Dietrich says, you can tell by IndianJesus' voice when someone has a stupid opinion. It's like throwing a branch that was like, what the fuck does that mean? Yeah, I get triggered pretty easily, and I feel like that's kind of the part of the entertainment, right? Yeah, right, Tim who? And 129 said, I already forgot Tim Walz's wife's name, but she was giving a speech the other day. She is very salty about the loss. I bet she would be. Go Trump. Hell yeah, we are back. I don't know, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I want to make the bet. So, like, that's the other thing is that, like, we may remember because we're in politics, and I think he's going to be meme fodder for a little while. But, like, maybe I'll do, like, a street interview. maybe I'll go to like I'll go to like the Down Center. Knucklehead said Kamala gives weak head. I heard. I don't know if I believe that. I don't know if you can become the vice president sucking dick if you give weak head. You know what I mean? I feel like that to get that far on your guac skills, to get that far on the hop tour, you gotta spit on that thing. You know what I mean? I feel like it. I'm gonna call every Tim I know, Tim. Well, again, you might, but even today, are they gonna know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. If if I maybe I do a street interview and I go I go to the just local whatever, and this is a blue area. I don't know my county specifically, but my state went blue. And I'll just ask, who did Kamala Harris run with? Who is Kamala Harris's running mate? And we'll just see what percentage of the people actually remember his name. I have a feeling. Put a 1 in the chat if you would think it would be over 50% of random people in 1 year from Thanksgiving, 1 year from this Thanksgiving, will remember Tim Walz just from being asked, who was Kamala Harris's running mate? Put a 1 in the chat if you think they will do that. Hey, shout out to Knucklehead TV. You got a channel? Let me, sounds like a channel. Let's see, go to channel. You guys definitely go check out Knucklehead TV. I just dropped the link in the chat there. What do we got? What do we got? Cool stuff. Fight companion? Okay. Oh, compilation. I was going to say, you a UFC fan as well? All right, word up, man. Well, doing the damn thing. Doing the damn thing. Oh, I don't want you to copyright me. All right, definitely go check him out. Hey, shout out to Texas Bjorn Wrong with a $10 super chat. Say, give my boy his treats. Let's go, Trump. Nothing about me getting in a car accident. That's totally fine. We're here for Morty. Thank you, sir. And of course, that makes you the new sponsor of the stream. Very, very, very much appreciated, sir. Thank you. Where we at here? M169 said, I mean, imagine saying that you were inhaling fumes from the... I don't have my microphone, so it's not going to be as funny. If I could do it. Oh yeah. Oh, the burning rubber. Oh God, yeah. I don't know if it has the same effect, but that's the weirdest thing I've heard about a person. Inhaling fumes from the riots. What are you doing? Dietrich said, I will. From the windows to Tim Walz. He touched his students' balls. Tampons in the boys' bathroom stalls. Loves you. Loves young skeet, motherfucker. Dietrich's original. If I had the that would definitely be a dilly comment of the night. Oh yeah, that's a winner. That's a winner. Chicken dinner. Good job, sir. All right, where we at? So I've noticed that I think the people that won't remember will lean more towards the left. Oh yeah. It's like I don't remember. Who was Trump's running mate, or you mean who is Trump's running mate? Because he won, so they're going to be in office, and that is J.D. Vance, baby. Welcome to the party. So num said, I feel like the right is more informed on details like who, where, and when. I don't know. I would say more of the right. I think there is a slightly larger portion of people on the right who kind of know the other side, and then there's a because I mean, the point I'm trying to get to is that there's absolutely retards on the right. Let's not pretend that because we are on the right and we are not retarded, that we are automatically representative of the entire right wing of voters. There's definitely some dumb people, but yeah, generally you are right. Shout out to James Dakota. Welcome to the party. Said, who was Hillary Clinton's running mate in 2016? Unfortunately, this is seared into my brain. Tim Kaine was her running mate. Seared into my brain because the most shameful thing I've ever done in my life, despite being a drug addict for 5+ years, was let the mainstream media convince me that after they fucked over Bernie Sanders, that I had to vote for that woman. So Hillary Clinton and Tim Kaine. Like I said, we will remember. I'm talking about normal people who don't pay attention to this stuff. But welcome to the party. Tampon Tim. Shout out to JD motherfucking fans. Yeah, but exactly. How many people are going to remember Tim Kaine? How many people remember that? I highly doubt a lot of people do. And that's the same exact, well, not the same exact, that's a little bit longer, but I want to vote said what's more hilarious is that Kamala's dad's name is Donald J. Harris. No matter what she do, she can't escape Donald J. Hell yeah. Oh, you're all good. I'm just messing with you. But yeah, check the yeah, that is my car, my new car that I got just about a month ago. I was driving down a 2-lane road, and somebody was over there about to make a left-hand turn into my lane, and they were stopped. So I thought they saw me and were waiting for me to pass. So I move over into the lane near the curb to give them space so they can come in. So it starts moving, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, he's moving because I let him in. But he just goes right in into my car. Yeah. Hey, thank you. I was just messing with you, brother. You didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. And I was remiss earlier. Glad you okay. Sorry about the accident. What happened? Missed the start of the show. You didn't have to do that, brother. You didn't have to do that. Thank you so very much. But Morty is very much appreciative. Thank you. And now let me definitely take the time to update that banner for our new sponsor of the stream, Texas Beyond Wrong. Thank you, sir. Yeah, my whole thing was that it was just a little fender bender, so I don't want to hear anybody telling me, oh, just be happy that you're alive. I am happy that I'm alive. I'm grateful that I'm alive. It could have been so much worse, yes. But can I just bitch? Can I have one day to just bitch that the front of my car got peeled away from the car? And then we got to talking about drugs, and we went all over the place. And then again, there's Morty sitting right in front of the light. Thank you. What a cutie. You know exactly what I'm talking about. What the fuck is Tim Kaine? Sounds like a hemorrhoid cream brand. Tim Kaine. Get your Tim Kaine. You like Preparation X? Try Tim Kaine. James Q. Legend said, oh, I get it. Drug addict reformed. Need to latch on. You can't yet embrace religion because of your intellect, so you worship political ideology. You do get it, don't you? You just got me all figured out. What a good boy. He is a good boy, of course. All right, well, since we started, let's finish this up and see what else I got to say about the Cybertruck.
And, well, the Cybertruck is even bigger, 8 centimeters wider at 2.2 meters, which is half a meter wider than a regular car. And for this gargantuan size, you get basically no storage space.
Oh,
look at that, you can't even fit in
a bicycle. That is a perfect fucking depiction of not being able to use the cargo space in your car. A bike.
Regular-sized bicycle. On this pickup truck, it has about the same bed size as the Subaru Sambar, a micro truck compared to this 3-ton monstrosity.
Shout out to Red-Blooded American said, what call center do you work at? Is your house a call center? Because whenever I pick up the phone, it's your mom on the other end.
Also, in terms of range, the Cybertruck is pretty disappointing. The guys at Throttle House managed to get 462 kilometers out of it on a full charge while driving it down from an elevation of 610 meters to sea level. So a pretty advantageous trip in terms of getting range out of your car. But their 462 kilometers is still 53 kilometers less than the advertised 515 kilometers range and 342 kilometers less than the original range promised by Musk back then.
Okay, but what is it in miles, like real things?
Which was 804 kilometers or 500 miles. That was the promised range for the type these guys got to try, which is the biggest, meanest version of the Cybertruck with the longest range called the Cybertruck.
What a sore loser. What a sore loser. You tried to troll, and I trolled you back perfectly, and you're not even going to acknowledge it? Oh, that's sad. I was ready to have you be a resident troll. I was ready to have you as a resident troll. It's sad. It's sad these days. You remember when trolls were actually like fun? Sad days. Sad days. Yeah. What even? Where did this come from? What is that? I don't actually. You know what? Don't answer me. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know.
So named because Elon Musk himself is a divorced dad. Also, have you ever wondered why we don't build cars with untreated stainless steel exteriors? Would you like?
Probably because number one, they can cut people in half, like we just saw, and number two, they're gonna get very, very hot. But let's see. I see colors, so.
To guess why we put multiple protective layers on the metal panels covering our vehicles. Is it just for fun? Or is there something outside the showroom which warrants such protective layers? Mr. Musk, Mr. Billionaire Genius, Vibranium, Neuralink, Tesla, Mars, 420 Jewish Question Rocket Man. May I present to you the concept of weather. So yeah, the Cybertruck is...
Where are we? K-Road, welcome. Toe cakes are baby feet? Okay. Welcome, K-Road. Said Trump is appointing Joel Salatin over one of the USDA positions, a regenerative farmer. We can really get somewhere if he sticks with it. Best news I've heard all day. Yeah, man, it really does seem like the biggest mistake of the Trump presidency was the people that he had around him. And now having all the right people around him, it really seems like, how can this go wrong? Now, I'm not saying it can't go wrong. And trust me, if and when Trump fucks up, we're gonna be right here making fun of him. But I just, I got you. I'm with him. I remember. I don't want to. What was I just saying? Oh yeah, the appointments. I think we are. It's looking so good. I'm so even hesitant to be happy because things have been so shitty for so long, but it really does look good. Oh, that's what. Okay. It was a specific joke from us. Okay, but I thought I wasn't sure if it was like everybody was talking about toe cakes or if that was just something here. Okay. I remember. Knucklehead TV said Indian Jesus is more energy than the power company. I try. Glad you are here, brother. Make sure you are subscribed. Shout out to S1K18 thing. Welcome. So have you ever heard of chili? It is delightfully delicious. I'm a big fan of chili, actually. I am. Yep. Yeah, I don't like it. Todd Picogram, aka Satan, welcome to the party. So the Antichrist mark of the beasting equipment is on the back of his right wrist, and he tries to mark of the beast your right wrist with barcode during handshake. Okay, dude. And Nikki Haley and Mike Pompeo will not be a part of the administration. I'm with you. I am very, very, very happy about that. But welcome to the party. Okay, if anybody else is not sure, we all need to remember it was Soft Num Nums who came up with toe cakes. All right. If I see anybody else out here trying to claim toe cakes, you have to answer to me. You have to answer to me. Welcome. Dave, welcome. Said Indian Jesus. How do you mean it? I mean it like I am Indian and I look like a Jesus. Am I a Christian? Not anymore, thankfully. I was born into the Catholic Church. I was confirmed in the Methodist Church, but I am now a raging atheist. I have very much respect for Christian values, but I do not believe in the truth claims that are made. All right, diving back in here.
The concept of weather. So yeah, the Cybertruck is prone to rusting. As to how to prevent that, according to the official manual, immediately remove bird droppings, tree sap, grease, oil, tar, road salt, and dead insects, otherwise they'll stay in your car. Do not use hot water during washing because it can stay in your car. Do not use certain car shampoos because they can stay in your car. And do not wash your car in direct sunlight.
Why would direct sunlight hurt washing your car? Shout out to Atreus. Welcome. Shout out to the UK. And in fact, it is not blasphemic. Learn your own religion. What do you think blasphemy is? Do you think everybody named Jesus in Mexico is blasphemous? That's not what blasphemy is, homie. Saying, oh my God, or Jesus fucking Christ is not blasphemy. Learn your shit. Kenneth said, sorry, you obviously don't like the Cybertruck. Please pretend that I never mentioned the vehicle. Hey, while we're here, I thought it was a relevant relevant topic, you know? What are you guys talking about? But yeah, what could possibly be, like, I get that you could ruin you could stain your car with all this stuff, but direct sunlight?
Because it can stay in your car.
How?
Unsurprisingly, multiple Cybertruck owners began reporting rusty stains on their vehicles almost immediately, some of them after just 11 days. But hey, thankfully, Tesla can put a protective layer on your Cybertruck after all. This would be...
yep, I was going to say, for how much? For $5,000! For $5,000! And again, guys, I'm a fan of Elon. I like Elon. But what is this? What are we doing?
$5,000 extra, please. If this video so far has convinced you to buy a Cybertruck, first off, I'm sure your caretaker will love hearing all about your little plans. Second, get ready for an apparent wait time of 13 years, because according to Tesla, 2 million people put down the deposit, with the current rate of production being about 150,000 Cybertrucks per year, theoretically anyway. Now, to be fair, the rate will increase to a maximum of 250,000 per year, according to Musk. If they could magically get to that number tomorrow, that would mean a mere 8-year wait time for your Cybertruck.
8 years. 8 years. Who even wants an 8-year-old car? What? And again, the question remains: why? If this was just out there, we'd be like, oh yeah, stupid car, whatever, da 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 da. But it's Elon Musk. How is he putting his name on this? I'm about to be, as soon as we're done here. Actually, dose with me, why don't you? Dose with me. If you are a newbie, you might not want to go down this road. But some of us know what's really good. If you know, you know. This is about 2,500 milligrams, or not, excuse me, not 2,500, about 1,700 milligrams of straight up THC. And usually it's a tincture. You'd put it like a drop in like a drink or something, but I just go straight. Well, I'm not going to take the whole thing, obviously, but It's been a rough day, and I don't have anything to do tomorrow, so you know. That was a little bit more than I intended, but all right. So now the stream has become, let's see how long it takes for Lutch to get super, super, super high. That was it's just straight up THC. Straight up THC. So I just took about 500, 600, 700 milligrams, somewhere in there. Yelda. Yeah, Fords are really the only American car. Do I want to say that? I feel like Ford's really the only American car that I like. Yeah, right. It's dope. It's dope. I got plenty of them. Oh! Didn't want to do that one. I want to do that. Where are we? Well, let's cover that. 2,000 milligrams. I got this one, and I got this one. That's not even the good stuff. Vito, welcome to the party. Said, do I eat cows? You're goddamn right I do. Hell yeah. Welcome. James said, did you ever put chili in Noga cakes? I don't know what that is, so I have not. M169 said, my dad worked for Ford. We got a discount while he was alive. Yeah, other American cars seem to be not there, but Ford's, and I mean, maybe not always, but Ford seems to have been consistent way more than other American cars. How do you pronounce this? I'm just gonna call you Bap until I figure it out. Give me like a Platonic or Bap Lotnik. Where did that sound it out for me? Shout out to Russia's. I'm bad with names, guys. But hey, if you're gay, that is totally cool with me. Congratulations for being gay. And said, I know nothing about drugs. Well, I know a lot. All right, what do we got? Yeah, it's already kicking in. Let's finish this up. And then you know what? I don't want to just sit around and do nothing. So we've got some stuff. We got some videos. We'll watch some stuff. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We're hanging out. We're having a good time.
If you put down the money today,
At this point, I think I know
on what you want to watch
more about manufacturing than anyone currently alive on Earth.
but aside from the ridiculous engineering, the disaster.
Shout out to Jeremiah Johnson. Welcome to the party. Said, watching you from my place and home. Well, shout out to your place and home. We also got Elsbeta. Welcome. Said, I'm over 5 years sober. I know a lot about drugs. I said, shit, me too. Been there. I don't attempt sobriety, but I definitely much can see how that could be. So cheers to your 5 years. This is just soda. These are dangerous questions, soft mums. These are dangerous questions. I am actually curious because I feel like somebody, who was, straight up drug addict and absolutely was, I was addicted. But I definitely know that if I, after I got out of the life, so to speak, I was doing coke here and there. I still drink. I obviously still smoke. I use my kratom, but I know that if I could, if there was a pill here, and I knew that there wasn't any fentanyl in it, I would do it easily because I don't think that just doing it once would be like, oh, I need more. It's just even to the near to the end. The reason I stopped was because it was the inconsistency. So let's say I hit up the plug, right? And the plug is my friend. So my friend is the plug, but sometimes he has it, and sometimes he's got to go get it from other people. So I'll hit up my friend and be like, "You got it." If you have it, I will come over right now and buy everything you have. But if you don't have it, I am perfectly fine with not doing anything. I just don't want to sit and wait and be like, oh, call them back. Are they going to call you back? Where? And just sitting and waiting. And then you go and you're like, oh, they finally called us back. They said, okay, come over at 4, which is 3 hours from now. Now we got to wait 3 hours. And I'm just sitting there waiting, looking at the clock. Then at 4 o'clock on the dot, we're out and then we're sitting on the curb in some shady ass neighborhood. And she's like, all right, I'll be there in a minute. And 40 minutes later, like, I am so over all of that. But like I said, if it was right here, I would do it. So I went to prison and found out I was pregnant. Got me sober, and now I am in nursing school. Good for you. Good for you. Jeremiah said I can't smoke weed. Work won't allow it. Weak. That's beat. I mean, like other drugs, I get it. But like, it's weed. What state? If you don't mind, Jeremiah, what state do you work in? Because again, if it's not a government job, if it's not a job where you have other people's safety in your hands, then and you're not high at work, then who cares? Like, why would it matter? So I'm the one that I grew up around it. I'm in prison most of my life. Brother and sister both got addicted, so yeah, I get it. That's tough. Yeah, definitely people don't talk enough about the struggle of having addicts in your family. I personally don't know that struggle, but I definitely personally know what I put my family through, and I was very, very good at hiding my addiction. So they only know one tiny little fraction of what really went on. And it'll give me a good perspective and have my shoulders to be able to think about anything and use critical thinking. Yep. What we got now? Am said, see, that's the blessing of babies. They make you reevaluate. I'm with it. Oh, did you guys hear that Trump, the guy who hates women and hates families, said that I don't remember exactly what it was now. But basically, I don't know if it was no taxes or just like absolutely free IVF or something like that. I forget exactly what it was, but he's helping out with IVF. And still, I mean, this 4B. Let's move over to something like that. Let's move. I put a 1 in the chat if you are not familiar with the 4B movement, because that is what we need to discuss. Let's start with okay, what is this? Shout out to
if you've been on
thank you for letting us see this video. Where we at? So yeah, Am knows, but some of you don't. So 4B started as a movement in South Korea, and it is basically being voluntarily celibate. But the idea behind it is like it's a way to stick it to the man, stick it to the patriarchy. So let's take a look at what they are doing here.
If you've been online and sentient for the past decade or so, you have likely stumbled across the gender wars. And unfortunately, my dear, you are definitely worse off for it. No offense.
Mm-hmm.
But around April of this year, a new movement entered the villa. The 4B movement sprang
to Michael 5035. Welcome to the party. Good to see you. Yeah, that's what they're calling it. You blame Canada. What in Canada? I mean, Canada's done a lot, but why specifically? Am said horse turning conservative to punish conservative men. Yup. Sounds like gender wars went harder in the 20s. What do you mean? You mean like in the 1920s?
April of this year, a new movement entered the villa. The 4B movement sprang up across TikTok, and its origins go back several years in South Korea and China. Ladies across the globe are putting their foot down and saying, actually, I'd rather be alone forever than have my life destroyed by a man.
That was a missed opportunity. This is a movement about what people are doing with their bodies. And she said, women are putting their foot down. I don't have it off the top of my head, but Women are putting the Viagra down. I don't know. There was something there. This was a written out script. You had time. You had time to figure it out. Is this us? That's a huge difference to acknowledge. They care about perspective and feelings behind the action. It's in spite. But we care more about actions and not the reason behind it in this case. I'm not sure. Okay, moving on.
And over in South Korea and China, women are shaving their heads and refusing to engage with men at all. But before we judge, let's get curious. What is the 4B movement? And what does it say about our society's trajectory, that gender separatist movement?
Wait, I want to see that thing. Actually, really quick, of course, we got to go and like the video, because every time we watch a video, we should be liking it.
Movement. And what does it say about our society's trajectory?
Okay. A wide ideology gap is opening up between young men and women in countries across the world. So in South Korea, this is more. So the line here is like middle of the road, and this is more up is more liberal, and down is more conservative. So you can see, and then we have 2005. This was South Korea in 2005, pretty much the same, but a little bit more liberal. Then it took a little, men took a little dip into conservatism. And then everything went way more liberal over from 2005 to 2015. And then a sharp drop in conservatism for men, and a sharp, not quite as sharp, but still a sharp uptick in women going liberal. Now you can see in the US a very similar type of thing with the women, where the women are taking a sharp turn into liberalism, where the men are going more into conservatism, but not as strongly as the conservatives. As you can see, we're still above the middle line. So even your far right conservative man, according to this chart, is still above the midline. You know, you look at Germany, same kind of thing, and the UK, super liberal, even with the dip and the change between men and women. The men are still up 20 points on the conservative side. That is wild. That is wild. Hey, shout out to Melted Mind Media. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Welcome to the party. Yeah, right. Women are putting their cocks down. That would have been funny. But yeah. Hey, shout out to Dick's Inside Her. Speaking of, welcome. So good evening. Sorry to hear about the accident. Thank you very much, sir. So last week on a hike, I came back to my car with scratches on the driver's side of my car and a fake note with no driver info. Glad you're okay. Sorry that happened to you, and that's some bullshit. People are, and that of course that they specifically took the time to make a fake note. Did it say anything, or was it just a piece of paper that they pretended to write on? Someone said, I can't get one woman. I'll start there. Yeah, hey, it's like you can't get 2 women to agree on anything. It's all I'm saying. I can't get one woman. I'll start there. Love it. I am so out of this dating market. I am not even trying. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to, no. I am so sure that you're going to be not the type of woman that I want to engage with, or that you're not going to like the dude that I am, that I'm willing to risk, just passing up on, my soulmate because of the chances. The chances of that happens. Not there. And so they're not putting cocks down. They're just ensuring the cocks stay down on their own. Good one. Show said you've been ignoring our invites to Diddy Party over 500 times. What's wrong? Well, I'm just not the freak off kind of guy. But Show, I know that you are, and I don't judge you for it. Welcome to the party. Yeah, right. A bad week for cars. Shout out to Dixon. Am said super liberal men equal gay / cucks, like getting their ass diddled. Yeah, I mean, again, I've been out of the dating market for a minute. So this like, but when I was still dating, eating ass was not a thing that people talked about. I think people did it. I assume people did it, but it's not a thing that people talked about. No, it just so happens that I've only ever seriously dated white women, and just doing regular anal was always like a and so the idea of eating ass, no thank you at all. But how common is that? Put a 1 in the chat. If you're a real man, then you should be absolutely comfortable with your sexual preferences. Men, put a 1 in the chat if you like getting your ass eaten out. Just curious. Shout out to Henrique. Welcome to the party. I don't know what this means. 1 Corinthians 0, Chelsea 2012. What? Yeah, dude. It's just not worth it. And I think this whole thing that we're seeing with the freak out, it validates the fact that we were not true, very, very true. But here's the thing. Like, I'm 5'4", thank you very much. But when I was on the bar scene, like, I could walk up to women and talk to them and be fine, because women don't actually need a guy that's 6 feet tall. They just say that. As long as you're taller than them, they don't care. And even then, I've hooked up with girls who are taller than me. The tallest girl I hooked up with was 5'8". 5'8". So they'll do it. So is it regular anal? I mean, just dick and asshole. That's regular anal. That's like a thing that's supposed to be, like extra. That was extra. But now that's like straight up. And he's like, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. I'm definitely not letting anything. I'm not getting penetrated. But I will definitely put my dick in your butthole if you are a hot girl. Sorry. Michael said, that's why I have a dog. Loves me and doesn't talk back. I said, shit, me too. And speaking of which, guys, don't forget that every single donation comes with a treat for my puppy. Black Salami TV, welcome to the party. Said, 1, girls and guys love eating my ass. All right, well, there you go. Yeah, it's definitely a thing. It's definitely a thing. I don't know. Jay said there's nothing regular about anal. Comparatively, Jesus Christ, guys. Shout out to Bobius. Welcome. So avoids eye contact, conceal ass-eating tendencies. Well, and that's another thing. I feel like maybe in the gay world, it's a little bit different, because that's already the default is anal sex. But as a straight guy, how do you get to the place where you're like, put your tongue inside my butthole, please? No. I'm good. Kenneth says that I can only land an interracial relationship. I guess I should go out with it. I guess I should go out with it. I'm with Dylan on that one. I don't know what that means. Ann said, no fucking way. You couldn't pay me to consider doing anything to a dude's ass. Yeah, I wouldn't. That's the other thing too. I wouldn't expect that women would want to do that. Like, I'm a clean guy, but it's not a nice place down there. Like, I don't know. Shout out to Big Tito, gay elf man from Lord of the Rings. Well, if you're a gay elf man from Lord of the Rings, that is perfectly fine with me. Black Slimy said, yeah, most chicks be like, I'm so freaky, but won't even make out after you go down on them. Well, I mean, I'll make front ways. I'll do that in the heat of the moment, whatever. But ass to mouth is a no. Ass to mouth, whether it is going dick from, like, if you go take my dick out of your asshole and put it in your mouth, I'm judging you, and I'm definitely not kissing you. That's even before you putting your mouth directly on my asshole. Yeah. Yeah, dicks worked great in batch, and maybe that's why Okay. I think that I don't think you understand what's going on here, but and Black Salami wants us all to know that he is a man, by the way. Congratulations. Congratulations. Where are we at? How far behind am I? Okay, not too far. Okay, we good. Bovius says it has to be clean though. I need a no corn guarantee. Oh, but like, what about like so? But gay dudes like you'll clean that outside. You'll clean that shit up too. Like that's like a thing. Like you would prepare for that, right? Or is it just like whatever? And you may or may not have the shit in the next 20 minutes, and you're eating ass. But I'm even saying like straight dudes talking about a dainty, feminine, beautiful woman. I still don't want to eat her ass. No, I'm good. So I was a dude. I worked in produce a long time ago at Walmart. This giant fucking slob of a dude named Dave was so blunt and crude and would tell me fucking stories of his girl doing that to him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's around. People are into it. People are into it. Got him. Yeah, I don't love it. I don't love it. Yep. Agreed. I should do that. You are right. Shout out to Edric. That is right. That is exactly what I should be doing. You are correct, sir. So we're going to dive back into this 4B movement, and I'm going to start rolling up. Black Salami said, usually you do an enema to be certain, smell like mint, banana, strawberry. All right, fair enough. Hey, like I said, guys, I've never shied away from the notion that I am very liberal with that stuff. I'm not going to do anything that I want to do, but I am certainly not going to judge you for doing it. Yes, we are moving on. After Bobies lets us know that if you're going to be eating ass, just make sure Taco Bell is at least, you give it a 48-hour window. 48-hour window. Anyone else? No? All right. Okay. I can't take anymore. I'm sorry. I get it. I'm the squeamish prude one, but I can't take anymore. I can't. Actually, you ever have your no. I've never had my ass eaten out by anything ever. Moving on. 4B.
What is the 4B movement? And what does it say about our society's trajectory that gender separatist movements are on the rise? Post-election Maggie here. I must have a freaking crystal ball because Donald Trump won the election and immediately my timeline, and I'm sure yours, was flooded with women in America declaring that it's time to officially bring 4B to the States. So if you're here because of that, welcome. This was filmed prior to the election, but everything I say in this video still stands. I'd just be remiss if I didn't mention how rapidly this movement...
Shout out to King Nirvana. Welcome to the party. Good to see ya. Oh man, did you miss the gross conversation? We are just checking out the 4B movement. These women who think that shaving their head and not fucking guys who don't want to fuck them is taking it to the man. We got Yerski. Welcome to the party. Said the salt mines are open. What?
Has grown as we have been editing this video. So here's a few TikToks from the past week or so.
Again, I wish it was here. I purposely didn't go to TikTok because I knew it would be this style. But it says, doing my part as an American woman by breaking up with my Republican boyfriend last night and officially joining the 4B movement.
Leave your husband. Leave your husband. Go for a really long walk. Cry in nature.
One says, American women, let's start our own 4B movement. It will be the 4C movement. 1, no courtship or coupling. 2, no coitus. 3, no co-signing or ceremony, a marriage license. And 4, no conception. Wait, what did it say? Okay, when this is the only thing we have left to control ourselves, we will continue to fight and stand with every woman and minority. We will not bow down. We will
The
not
4B
give up.
movement is a radical feminist subsect that originated online in South Korea around 2019. 4B stands for 4 bi. Bi means no in Korean. And the 4 no-nos, if you'd like to participate, are marrying men, having children.
Thanks, Black Salami. I appreciate you saying that. I see a lot of streamers that just, like basically ignore the chat. I'm like, yo, what are y'all doing? This is the best part. So thank you. I appreciate you saying so. All based in spite, and it shows how shallow they are. They're like, how dare you care about the economy? How dare you care about food? How dare you care about being able to feed your children? I need to be able to get raw dogged.
Children with them, dating them, or engaging in intimate relations with them. And because things can always get more extreme, we now have 6B with 2 more rules. Women can't spend money on lashes, fashion, or any of those patriarchal products that appeal to the male gaze, and should always be supportive of other single women participating.
Yeah, it scared me a little bit, but I love you too, brother. You are very much welcome here. So I was like, bitch, I'll fuck you without hair. Get over here. That's where the comment. That's where the dilly dilly right there. That's where the dilly dilly right there. Match that energy. That's how you do that. That's how you do that. Yeah, MSC9 is like, this is exactly what we wanted. Great. Get fewer abortions and fewer men saddled with child support. Yep. So, again, it's a good thing they're doing this now. They can tell on themselves and have the rest of us avoid them. I saw one specifically that said, now that we're saying what we're thinking, pardon? Were you not saying what you were thinking? Or saying things that you weren't thinking before? Yeah, they were. Most of them will be ugly lesbians. Yep. James, the problem with this discussion is that young women tend to mold themselves to fit whatever relationship they get, and years later are politically influenced or motivated. No one wants them. Yep. Black Salami said, I always said, if you care, vote Trumpy Bear. There you go. I like that. Carrot said, why do some streams show up on this scroll through live format and others as live streams? So on this so I can choose to have it as a vertical stream or the regular thing. So when I do the vertical one, then it shows up in the shorts feed, which is why we get a lot of new people. But we also get people who don't stay. So the watch, like right now, the average view duration is 1 minute. So we've been going for 2.5 hours, and the average watch time is 1 minute. So that is really not good, but we're over 1,500 views. So, a little of this, a little of that, and that's how you grow the channel. All right, moving on. Yeah.
To the male gaze, and should always be supportive of other single women participating in the movement, which they call B4B. And some even choose to engage in a secret 7th rule, not talking to men at all.
Tail means by responding. So not responding to the man, not responding to the incels. The man will always try to convince you to stop the 4B movement. And also, if you talk with the man, that makes men to live longer. There are a study that man lives longer if women talk with them, and the man who will talk with women a longer time. So that is reason why we have to stop talking with the men.
Yeah, right. Fucking TV viewers said, so the femcells are withholding sex from the incels they won't have sex with. That'll teach them. It's like, you're already not fucking them. And the hilarity that anybody thinks that women, just in general, as a group, yeah, maybe some will, but you're just gonna not. You were getting raw dogged so often that your number one political issue was abortion, and now what? You're just gonna start knitting? I don't think so. And see, this is, I mean, it's such a shame. It's such a shame that R.I.P. Kevin Samuels, because if we had a real red pill space where there was actual conversations going on with people who were mature and cared about gender dynamics and all that stuff. Shout out to again to Kevin Samuels. You know, instead of fucking fresh and fit, the fucking clowns. Then this would be perfect for a great discussion. But we don't have that, and so so much of this is just like, I'm not gonna be the best person to articulate this stuff. But yeah, it's sad. I should get Darshan up on here. Yes, as all it takes is that one X calm them back. I'm like, well, okay. Black Salami said, I'm actually kind of happy about all that because all those women are apparently just using abortions as contraception. Yeah, they said they weren't, but clearly they are. Clearly they are or were.
That is reason why we have to stop talking with the men.
Yes, you heard that correctly. But wait, there's more. The final boss, 6B4T. We already know the 6Bs, but those have more to do with interactions.
Well, yeah, now it's called the 4B, but now they're going 6B1C.
With men. The 4T is about rejecting misogyny and culture. They call it the modern corset. And for South Korean women, this cultural misogyny.
So let's see, what does this say? Escape the corset. So, South Korean women rebel against strict beauty standards. Women destroy makeup as part of the backlash against a culture of laborious skin care regimes and pressure to look perfect from other women. When Cha Chi-won decided to throw out all her makeup and cut her hair, her mother was the first to tease her. Oh, look, I have a son now. Burn! For more than a decade, starting when she was 12, Cha would meticulously apply cosmetics, chasing the narrow definition of beauty that dominates South Korean society. In middle school, she applied foundation to lighten her skin tone, avoiding teachers who would punish her for violating school rules. Blah, 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 blah.
Comes in the forms of hypersexualization in otaku culture. You can think anime, video games, you get it. As well as the beauty standards in the K-beauty industry and the idol worship in K-pop. But the 4T also rejects religion, which is kind of ironic because it's giving restrictive belief system. It also reminds me heavily of the MGTOW movement in America, which, if you're unfamiliar, stands for men going their own way.
Put a 1 in the chat if you never heard of MGTOW. There was a time when I considered myself MGTOW, but it just became like pathetic. Like, I guess technically, you could consider me following a MGTOW lifestyle, but like to claim that and to be part of that, it's so cringe. It is basically just incels coping and pretending they're not incels. James, so the problem with human mating is that most women are attracted to a small percentage of the men, while most of the men are attracted to a small percentage of the women. There will always be incels and spinsters. Yep. Full circle indeed. Dylan said, why are you naming social media like the legislative bills? That pretty privilege. Oh yeah, it's always there. Yeah, there'll never be enough. There will never be enough. Never, ever, ever. Yeah, so MGTOW is men going their own way, and it's basically just meaning, again, essentially what I'm doing in the sense that I'm not actively seeking out women. But they like make a community out of it, and then they just constantly talk about how I'm doing this, so I don't even need women. It's like, all right, cool, but like, do you need a community to show like I don't need cats, but I'm not in a group to talk about how much I don't need cats? It's just a little odd, a little projecty, if you will. K. Roach agrees with James the first part. So I don't think men only being attracted to a small portion of women is true though. If you have, I agree with that. I think the female hypergamy is definitely a much bigger issue than male hypergamy. There definitely is a hypergamous nature in everyone. Like everybody wants the best that they can get. But yeah, I agree with you, K. Roach. Good catch. Good catch. Black Slimy Sound Smoking Mad Ganja. God bless America, freedom, and voting. I forgot that I was even gonna be rolling up. I just took that down. I'm good though. I'm good. It's starting. I can feel it starting to creep. My eyes are getting heavy. My eyes are getting heavy. Shout out to Darren Class. Said I like the 4T What? Like the 40 ounce? Why Ford? When wasn't he? I'm getting too high for this. You guys can't do this to me. Welcome. Dylan said, MGTOW sounds good on paper until you realize that it's just men acting like the crazy feminists they dislike. Yeah. It turns into having to give a reason that the group exists, and that becomes women are bad instead of here's the things that we are doing instead. And it's kind of corny.
Both movements advocate for their respective genders to cut themselves off from the treacherous and parasitic opposite sex. They say nothing to be gained in marriage, and they believe the good ones are almost mythical. MGTOW even calls them unicorns. And it's very obvious to onlookers like you and I that both movements are made up of hurt people searching for easy answers. But how did they take such a hold on the population? For women in the 6B14 movement, rejecting men is a way to focus on their larger goals. They see this as the only way to gain autonomy and control.
Babe, we were just talking about this. Men going their own way. Men choosing not to get involved with women. And am I behind? Is that why? No, I'm not. Yeah. Men going their own way. So it is the basically the male version of the 4B movement. And again, like who was just saying, sometimes I relate to the movement because in my opinion, it was about women thinking they don't need men and the lack of. Oh, okay, that's not. Didn't you? What did somebody say? Okay, I thought you were saying something else. But yeah, so I related to the MGTOW movement because I was just saying I like the type of women that I'm getting attention from I don't want, and the type of women I want aren't giving me attention. So why am I just spinning my wheels? I understand that I'm short. I understand that I'm broke. I understand that I am super skinny. So like I'm gonna work on all that stuff, and then I'll be attracted to women. And then the ones that are down with what I'm doing will be around. And that's but again, being part of the movement is just showing why we need to stay away from women and why female nature is this, that. And again, I think that's very important as a man to know. Like as a young man, should be a way that men learn this stuff. But because there's not, it turns into the Andrew Tate fresh and fit type stuff. Of course they're not, but we don't know which ones are and aren't until we get our hearts broken. It's only once you break our hearts that we're like, oh, she was superficial like that. So of course not. That's why we give anyone a chance, because if we thought it was all women, then we wouldn't try. We'd just be like, oh, all women are like that. But since we don't think that, we get hurt because a lot of women are like that, and we can't tell the difference.
Larger goals. They see this as the only way to gain autonomy and control over their lives. And I think to understand this, we need to zoom in because often individual stories reflect a larger pattern. Take Young Me, for example. So The Cut wrote an article about the 4B movement featuring the story of Young Me. She grew up with a father whose abuse chased away her mother and made her sister lose her hair from stress at only 8 years old. And Young Me was 5 watching all of this go down. As she grew up, she found herself desperate to please men with her appearance, spending a bunch of money on makeup and clothes. But when she found feminism online, a lot of things started to click for her. Young Me saw videos of women shaving their heads in protests of beauty standards. And after thinking about it for a bit, she realized men don't feel this burden, just women. So she went ahead and shaved her head too. By the way, short haircuts and shaved heads are a way 4B women recognize each other in public. 4B helped Young Me understand that the abuse her father inflicted.
Welcome to the party. Behave. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Am said they're at home or work, not in the clubs or partying. And yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm cool. I'm good. Like I'm not, I lost my virginity young. I was in long-term relationships. I definitely had plenty of sex in my life. I'm not starved for sex. I'm good without it. Like it's been years and I'm cool. I'm good. And I'm just going to be doing my thing. And I know I'm a pretty cool dude. And so eventually some bitch is going to be like, hey, I like what's going on there. I'm like, all right, you on board? Cool. If not, then I'm not dealing with anybody's shit. Just that simple. Thank you. Bombing. Caveman said, "Good to see you, brother. Good to see ya."
Did wasn't her fault. And for those who have been hurt by someone who is supposed to love them
I know you would,
unconditionally,
Bob.
being able to externalize that finally after years of blaming yourself is so healing and powerful.
Oh, that's sad, Behave. I'm sorry to hear that. That's beat. That's beat. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that. That's tough. I think I've been with 8 women, and yeah. Years without sex is a mental illness. Okay. I don't know what to tell you.
But what 4B does is paint a rather nasty picture of men as a whole, putting them in this box where they're all potentially dangerous. And therefore, the best act of self-preservation is to simply avoid. And many other women likely came to the movement with similar stories. The same goes for MGTOW. Men attracted to male separatism often have these horror stories of being totally screwed in divorce courts and losing their money and their children.
And again, the problem is that they get obsessed over that aspect of it, and that's what these MGTOW spaces, that's this weed is starting to hit me, guys. I'm not gonna make it much longer. What the fuck did I just say? Good one. Good one. Zero men.
6B4T did not come out of nowhere. Only a year before it started popping up online, the Me Too movement swept through South Korea and China. In 2017, the New York Times published the now infamous takedown of Harvey Weinstein, sparking the Me Too movement in the US. The very next year, it came to East Asia, both in South Korea with the arrest of a senior prosecutor for sexual assault, and in China when a VP of a prominent university was removed from his position for sexual harassment. The growing feminist movements in South Korea and China led to a backlash similar to what we've experienced in the US. In South Korea, the group Man on Solidarity has fought back. Their leader has said, "We don't hate women and we don't oppose elevating their rights, but feminists are a social evil." One South Korean researcher claimed men in their 20s are deeply unhappy, considering themselves victims of reverse discrimination, angry that they had to pay the price for gender discriminations created under the earlier generations.
And again, that's the stuff that it's like, maybe that is true, but harping on it is just not going to help anybody. There you go. Oh, I just got a new grinder. I got, everybody has tiny grinders. I needed my big ass grinders. And the screen on my old grinder was so caked through that no keef was getting through. And then I decided it's time for a new grinder. MS69 said MGTOW posting it only on their divorce and loss of children. Exactly. Like they advertise the movement as if it's like, hey, we're all gonna get together and support each other, focusing on things other than women. But then all they do is focus on women. Like, yeah, man. Behave said toxic feminism ruined things for good women and good men. Oh yeah. Feminism, the fails of feminism knows no bounds.
Had to pay the price for gender discriminations created under the earlier generations. And the South Korean leader Yoon Suk-yeol even used this as a campaign issue, accusing feminists of being responsible for the low birth rates in Korea. Does this all sound familiar? Yoon's opponent believes the real issue is an economic one. He likens South Koreans to chicks falling off a crowded nest. But how can the nest be crowded when South Korea's population is shrinking rapidly? South Korea's birth rate is the lowest in the world and falling at 0.72. The replacement rate, by comparison, is 2.1, and many of our most prosperous countries are in the same boat. We have shrinking populations. Men and women are clearly not getting along, at least online, and resentment is rising in every direction. So what do? I believe we need to embrace a more realistic and positive worldview over a negative collectivist one. Are some human beings nasty and cruel?
Shout out to Misty. Welcome to the party. Good to see ya. Yeah, just checking out what's going on with the 4B movement. All these angry ladies.
For a negative collectivist one. Are some human beings nasty and cruel and hurtful? Of course. But it's unfair to claim that every person of the opposite sex is the same. Some people blame individualism for our increasing atomization, but with movements like MGTOW and 6B4T, it's pretty clear to me that collectivism is responsible not only for the gender war we're experiencing, but the loneliness we feel as a result.
True. Black Salami TV said feminism is truly used as a weapon to hate men these days. Women really do make the same money under the same circumstances. Yeah, and one of the I think it was one of the Jubilee debate videos where it was like the one person versus I don't remember, but it was one of the debates, and one of the women still tried to bring up the wage gap argument. Like, what bubble are you living in? What rock are you living under that you think the wage gap, the gender wage gap, is a real thing? In the sense that, like, it is true that men make more money, but as Black Salami is saying, that under the same circumstances, they make the same, if not women making more. And said, I mean, everyone uses finances to excuse not having kids. It's vanity, not finances. Vanity in what way? Meaning, like, they just don't want. Yeah, what do you mean? Sandry is definitely fucking real. Oh yeah, but again, the idea of being a man is understanding that the misandry is real and realizing that you just got to deal with life anyway. You crying about it and making signs and protesting that, hey, we should be like, that's not, I mean, for specific right, but just because you're a man, like, get over it, be a man. And so if you haven't watched the Vice Feminist versus Anti-Feminist, you should. My poor Sydney, the Australian one. I did watch that. Oh yeah, we did. I think we covered that one. And Monty 9 said, from a corporate sense of the wage gap, no. Companies would hire men or hire women to save money. Yep. I do not know how to pronounce that. I apologize, but welcome. How are you doing? Sarabon? Was that it? Sarabon? I apologize. Welcome to the party. Yeah, right. And people will, you'll still see those like man on the street videos where they're talking about it, and someone will say, okay, well, if that's true, then why don't companies just hire all women? And they don't have an answer. Like, how have you, if you think that the wage gap is real, how have you not thought about the idea that you could just hire women and pay less money?
When we paint men with this broad brush, we lose the incredible individuals that make up men as a group. And we lose out on what they can teach us. Going full isolationist in order to protect ourselves means we miss out on so much growth that comes from interacting and collaborating with others. Even if you zoom it out, societies of people benefit so much from interacting with one another. Sometimes there's a little war here or there or some nasty interactions, but we still choose to trade and make treaties and talk to one another for
a little war here and there. Look, I get the point that he's making, but odd way to say it. Soft Num said, weird how such false narratives get started. Yep. It definitely has a lot to do with the way people perceive things. And I'm too high right now to remember what it's called, but I want to say locus. It's not the locus of control. But there's a tendency, a psychological tendency, that when you look at your own mistakes, you're able to rationalize them away with, oh, I did that because this happened, that happened. Versus when you see other people make mistakes, you're just like, oh, throw the whole person away. They're like, oh, that's a stupid person. We have this tendency to do that, and I think that gets magnified with social media. Shout out to Clark. Welcome to the party. I will never have kids because I don't want kids in such a world. Fair enough. James, good managers know not to hire women for any key positions because they know a few years in they will duck out with pregnancy and become a ward of the bottom line. Agree, disagree. Black Salami said some of it start all the way at the presidency. Fair. And so when I was in my teens, the idea of a baby ruining your body was becoming popular, and women started opting for C-sections. C-section is now not having kids. That's a part of it. I could definitely. I mean, I again, I don't have kids, and I'm not a woman, so I definitely see how there. Maybe I don't see the importance of it. The closest thing I could think of is like when people take pain medication or use amla cream to get tattoos, like the numbing cream. Like I feel like part of the process, part of the significance of a tattoo is that you went through the pain to get it. But I don't necessarily I don't know if I look at somebody who's like, yeah, I definitely need numbing cream when I get tattoos. I don't know. I would judge them. So maybe I do get it. I don't know. Behave said, I've always been picked on by the baddies. I've always dressed in a pretty ultra feminine dress with little to no makeup. Apparently that's a bad thing that gets you beat up. I hate feminism. Me too. I'm sorry that happened. Where are we at? I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to get through this. I am fading fast. Yeah, benefit of the doubt for me, but not for thee. There you go. Am said, not having kids because of the world is a sad way to think. The only way to change the world is to have kids and raise them in a way that you want the world to function. Be the change you want to see. I love it. I love it. Having kids does ruin a good body. And Anne says, for some, sure. I was back to my old size within 6 months. Mustard9 said, I had my son via C-section because I had to. If it was my choice, I wouldn't have. Sarabon said, you should be serious when you read users' comment. I'm seeing okay. I want to vote. Said people using numbing cream for tattoos, such weakness. That's what I'm saying. That's part of it. So maybe I am, maybe I'm understanding where Am is coming from. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that this is kind of what I'm thinking of. That I know a lot of people do have kids that were from C-sections, and so Amber was saying that's less of a child, or what does that mean? Yep, still here. I'm pretty high, so I'm fading fast, but I'm still here. All right, let's finish this video on the 4B movement.
We still choose to trade and make treaties and talk to one another for a reason. We are simply better together. And if we want to overcome the gender wars, it's high time we start viewing one another as the unique, complex individuals that we are and embrace what makes us different. If you like this video, please let me know by hitting the like button, subscribing, and leaving a comment. I would love to hear your
shout out to
thoughts on the gender.
Indoctrination. We'll drop the link to that video in the chat. You should definitely go check it out. Oh man. And on that note, guys, the thing is thinging this thing, and the words and the thoughts are not doing the thing so much anymore. But I do appreciate you guys being here. Like I said, gender wars, saying it like that always makes me laugh for some reason. It feels like a show that you'd see on A&E or something. Words are not being words. That's the problem. Words need to be words, but they're not being the words. What's a real fear? Thank you, man. I really do appreciate that. So usually I do not smoke on a stream at all. So this is just because I've had a day. But I definitely drink on stream, so we get a little bit wild. But yes, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, I am down live in the studio. Me and Morty, my little canine co-host here. And usually we are breaking down a podcast or a discussion of some sort, always trying to focus on the art of discussion itself and the idea that we should be able to communicate with people who we disagree with, specifically people we disagree with, because that's the only way that things get better. So, guys, we don't forget we do have a Discord. We've got mods here. Yeah, one of the mods could drop the link to the Discord. It's free to join 24/7. We're in there hanging out. There's great people in there. It's an awesome place to have conversations, and it's a completely free speech platform. So you can say absolutely whatever you like. And you know, like I said, 24/7 we're in there hanging out. But if you are a member of this channel, it opens up the full server. There's more than just one channel. There's a bunch of different channels, and includes an after party after the Monday, Wednesday, Friday streams. We go in there so that we can talk without having to worry about any of the YouTube censors. And you guys are not stuck behind your keyboard. You're actually on screen with me and everybody else. You can come up if you want to. You don't have to. Either way, it's a great place to come and hang out and talk about all this stuff. And hey, look at what we got. Unwanted foes had one last trait for the Overlord. That's right. Yep, come on. You're not high. Why are you acting so sluggish? There we go. Thank you, sir. Very much appreciated. Thank you, guys. We very much appreciate you. Yeah, and come continue the conversation in Discord. And then, like I said, if you become a member of the YouTube channel, just come on and let me know, and I will give you the permissions for the full thing. We've been doing a lot more stuff, like movie nights, and I did basically a private stream for somebody, because they were I was we were watching a video, I was reacting to it, and then everybody else left but one person, and so they got their own private solo stream. And yes, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, that's where you're gonna see more doggy, more puppy. He is thank you. I don't know who that is. Hey, shout out to Slam Pig. Thank you very much. Said happy to see Morty. Yeah, Morty went through a health scare a little while ago. He did unfortunately get a sentence. He has a heart issue, and so he will probably not make it through the next year. But while he is here, 15 years old, we are going to love him every fucking second we can, right? We've been through some shit, buddy. We've been through some shit. So, and guys, I would be elated. I would be elated if we could reach 5,000 subscribers by my birthday. My birthday is on Thanksgiving this year. So please, if you've not already, please do hit the subscribe button. That stuff really does help. And thank you again, guys. I really do appreciate it. I hope to see you the next time I stream. Maybe tomorrow, no promises, but definitely Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Guys, thank you once again. That was Morty, and I am your host, Lutch, aka the Indian Jesus, here to resurrect the second coming of common sense. Until next time, guys, we are out of here. Peace.